Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. And we are here tonight for the Team Gap PCL semifinal. It's going to be Sitting on Wards versus Shrimp Gang. We've already finished the draft. We had some technical difficulties, guys. So we're going to drop in here nice and quickly. I am Crewman. I'm joined tonight by Lupul. Lupul,
What's
you
up,
ready for
guys?
tonight's matchup?
Yes, I am very, very excited. This is looking like a spicy poke battle. It's more disengaged than kind of engage. My eyes are all on the mid lane. Tony versus Daly is going to be something of, I'm looking proportionate levels. Probably game changing, if anything.
Yeah.
That bot lane, whoever comes out on top is basically going to dominate the poke. If but there's a lot of factors that they ever want to team fight with each other. A lot of changes that a lot of you know Seraphine's encore, ultimate. Then there's Morgana E, Zaya ultimate. This is all just gonna be depending on who can choose how to play it out. Very, very
Absolutely, Lupul.
excited.
We're gonna have we got a crazy team fighting compositions on either side here. We're just gonna go ahead, guys, and get right into game one. So don't go anywhere. We're gonna have the Team Gap semifinal starting up very shortly. See you soon. Welcome to Summoner's Rift, folks, for game one of tonight's semifinal. We've got Sitting on Wars, of course, on the
30
blue side, and the
seconds
Shrimp
until
Gang taking up
minions
positions
spawn.
on the red. My lovely co-caster already established. We're going to have some importance on mid lane here this game. We've got some very strong early ganking junglers. Also important to note, Magic Man on the Seraphine. Definitely a comfort pick for him. Could end up helping that bottom lane for the Shrimp Gang look pretty good. But Lupa, what do you think about these openings? We've got the 5-point coming through from Sitting on Wars, just very defensive and a very cheeky 5 stack for the Shrimp Gang.
Honestly, I believe that
Minions
they
have
think
spawned.
that sitting on wards was gonna go in for the invade. Having that early CC with the Morgana, that could be a giant factor. I see how they were trying to also play safe with the Victor leash, just trying to make sure if they jump over that wall, they're not solo. It's just a 3v4 or anything like that, or a 3v5 even.
Mhm.
Um, It's I think it's more safe than anything else, even though we know that we saw the setting on wards was a 5 point.
Yeah, well,
Lead.
definitely, at the end of the day, very conservative opening for both sides, not wanting to throw anything away at level 1. I think does make sense for a match with as much importance, as much gravity as this one that we have here today.
Not to mention also, if we look back at the drafts, Shrimp getting totally target banned daily, then also, you know, sitting on wards, they target ban, you know, knock, knock, knock. It's kind of major that they go in for those bans. That's each champion that Daily has, I think, would have been a game changer. Especially if they tuned into their last game.
Sure.
They saw that Daily could do practically anything he wanted with any of the champions that he played. So major fear factor in there.
Well, we'll see what he can do this time around on the Syndra. Definitely a champion that's known to be pretty potent in the early game. Could potentially try to bully Tony out of lane a little bit here. Does have the Electrocute. So that's going to be another very powerful early trading tool at Daily's disposal. We did see both junglers start on the bottom side of the map. Interestingly, Sejuani skipped her Krug, so going for a little bit more of a faster clear towards that top side, both on their top side buffs now. See where they decide to prioritize here with their first ganks.
Not to mention also, I mean, what jungler do you know actually goes for their Krugs during their first time around? I gotta say, I've never actually seen somebody actually goes down to Krugs unless they know how to go after it.
Oh, Javi, you don't win this. Knock Knock going in. He is going to get stunned up, but I think that might be not enough to save Javi's life. The wind does not become lightning as Javi flashes away, smites the Scuttlecry for a little bit of HP. Knock Knock trying to get one more auto attack, can't quite find it. Javi survives, and it will be the Shrimp Gang jungler who goes down for first blood. Now Tony down to 100 HP. Electrocute does proc. Victor flashed away now, but over the wall goes Daily. Just needs one more kill. It's going to be Bridge. Picks up the last hit on that one. Now it charge into the wall. Syndra does get traded back. The hottest cashier finds himself in a 1v2 against Ornn and Sejuani. A couple of tanky boys here. We got the melee auto attack and a lock up the set here, but Set's such a strong duelist at these early levels. Javi will think better of this one. We got a face breaker. Hottest cashier trying to continue the fight. There's a gigantic minion wave crashing into that top lane, tier 1. Hottest cashier not going to be able to track down any more kills. In the end of the day, it's a 2-for-1 in favor of those who sit on wards.
So many flashes, Ooh, we got Ornn, we got Set, Sejuani, Jin Zhao, Victor, and Syndra. All flashes blown.
What a scrap.
All of them. I think the reason why the Syndra won a bit better there, Victor you know, Tony taking first strike. First strike, I mean, moneymaker, semi, but nothing really deals with the electrocute. You know, that's major damage right there. Set coming in helps, obviously, but Fridge actually answering first was very big for sitting on wards. It didn't really matter if, you know, Cashier answered early. Like, if he answered earlier, it might have been closer. It might have been a bit closer. Knock, knock, knock might have gotten away with it. It might have even been just a, you know, 1-for-2 in favor of Shrimp Gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It was well played by Javi, I think, also. He could have flashed towards his top laner, but he actually flashed away towards the Scuttle Crab so he could smite it for a little bit of health. And he actually ended up collapsing with his mid laner as Daily rotated over there. So yeah, it was definitely a very, very close fight. But the early game power of the Syndra was, like you mentioned, the electrocute there just helped to turn the tides in their favor, in the favor of sitting on wards. Now we have Knock Knock looking for another gank in the mid lane, though. Gravity Well comes down. Daily, no flash, trying to get underneath his towers. Running out of HP, but his jungler is here for the counter gank. Syndra has low HP, cannot continue the fight, but importantly, does not go down.
That's true. They're pretty even in farm in mid lane, even though all things considered. The weird part was that Set was still above, even though he was behind on that farm, even though he lost that large wave in top lane during that fight. Like you said, there was a large wave up there, but he still was ahead, and then Fridge just comes back and just evens out the whole minion wave. Like, their CS score is almost equivalent, and there's looks like a wave is crashing into Fridge's side, and he might just freeze it right here. he
Yeah, it
can't.
does look like potentially a freeze being attempted here from Fridge. I didn't quite see how many ranged creeps he had, if that was actually going to work out for him.
It's
Yeah, it
not
looks
gonna
like,
freeze.
yeah,
It's
he's
not
just
freezing.
gonna go for the push there. Set is very cheekily waiting in the bush. He's down a level to the Ornn right now, and he saw Fridge walk into the bush, so he knows that the Ornn is here. Just gonna...
Everybody always forgets about Ornn wanting to go inside bushes and building items. They never want to shoot.
Okay, knock knock back in the mid lane. Wind does not become lightning. A daily is chilling. Rest of his team gonna pick up this first neutral objective, and we have an Infernal Dragon first up for game 1. Secured by sitting on wards.
This is what I like about sitting on wards also. Like if Hobby always, for some odd reason, he has like this sixth sense that, hey, guess what? Jungler's somewhere where I don't want him to be. But I'm gonna go for this dragon. My bot lane's pushing, you know, I don't have to worry about top lane. Top lane's looking fine. I'm going for dragon.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's especially nice in this particular game because you know Xin Zhao is a jungler who wants to be focusing on those early ganks. It's called the Forge God comes out, and Fridge kind of whiffed it a little bit there. Hottest Catch here also has access to the Showstopper now, but Ornn is full HP, so he's not in too much danger. Looks kind of funny up there.
I'm just kind of shocked. I thought he had that pretty... I think he was just trying to clear the wave slightly? I'm not entirely sure.
I assume so.
Yeah, I mean, trying to get that back off is kind of massive. Ornn can build anything, can't build potions, can't build something.
Right.
You know?
Yes, no consumables for the Forge God.
Looking at mid lane, though, we are looking pretty even on CS. Syndra's starting to pull ahead. Junglers are even in farm. Looks like Knock 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 hasn't gone back that much yet. Only having a longsword
That's
so far.
true, yeah. No base coming through yet for the Xin Zhao. He had that early death, right? And I guess he didn't have enough gold at that time to actually purchase anything, so he is still sitting on just that singular longsword. I guess he purchased the longsword, right? Because he had the jungle item before. But that's going to be the Rift Herald startup now, pretty soon after spawn. We knew Ornn went for the reset, so it's going to be the Shrimp Gang just kind of walking over here, and that is going to be uncontested. Rift Herald for Knock Knock.
This is going to be a massive... I think I was wrong. I'm going to be honest about this. I'm going to be wrong about the mid lane kind of matchup. It might be a jungle objective kind of matchup here. Because Javi wants dragons, Knock 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 wants heralds. It's time to bring up the, it's time to see what the gold can do with that, because as soon as they start opening up turrets, I'm not sure how well that's gonna go.
It's that lethality Xayah poke coming through. Kodak taking a good chunk of HP there, and now Hottest Cash, you're gonna get knocked up. A little bit of a searing charge there for Fridge. Decent trade onto the set. Love to see it. Usually Set wins out in those 1v1 melee matchups, but Fridge seems to be getting the better of him up there so far.
Looks like...
Oh, that's a flash in for Javi. Looking for the play here. Still holding on to the Glacial Prison. Uses it now. Tony down to 200 HP, but Syndra is pushed out of the fight. Can Javi finish the kill? Flash away for the victor, and the W will finish the job. Javi picks up number 2 on the Sejuani.
Little greedy on Tony's part for sticking so far up.
Oh, the true shot barrage. Kodak gets one back. Sniper from the bottom side.
That's big for Kodak, not gonna lie there. That's Dean here, looking like that Essence Reaver coming in pretty early. Merry Christmas, Kodak.
Yeah.
Then we also have, I mean, Syndra. Did Victor didn't. Tony did teleport though to catch that some of that wave.
Back to lane.
Looks like Tony did also have an upgrade during that. I think he had Death Ray. His E was upgraded during that, but not really sure what's going on here. The vision is pretty massive for. Let me see, vision difference.
The very standard first upgrade for the Victor there. We are going to see Herald drop now in mid lane by Knock Knock. Just looking to cash in on a couple of plates here. We still have a minute on that dragon, as that's a scatter the weak into the one shot. You can see there with the Dark Binding as well. Now Knock Knock forced to flash away, trying to stay alive underneath the tower. Has the Crescent Guard, but it's not enough to save him. Daily with the last Dark Sphere picks up his first of the game. And Xin Zhao and Victor just wanted to cash in on some turret plates in mid there, but they did not respect the collapse coming through from sitting on wards and are heavily punished.
Greed is a thing. Greed is a thing. I'm serious about
Indeed.
this. It kills in a lot of games.
Indeed.
I will say I have been a greedy mid laner, greedy top laner, greedy AD carry. It's a killer.
So we are going to have just 10 seconds left on this dragon now. Javi, interestingly, also went for the reset. So both junglers going to arrive at that bottom river at approximately the same time. It's Knock Knock actually completing his mythic, went for the rush on the Eclipse there. So Xin Zhao is spiking. He's gone down a couple of times already, but see what he can do in this fight coming up. God, it's shaping up now. We got a teleport coming through from Syndra. Daily going to make his way into this bottom lane, and it will be a contest for sitting on wards through the bottom side.
Cashier did use his teleport topside, and Fridge does have his teleport still. So this
Victor,
it's a major disadvantage on the side of Shrimp Gang.
absolutely.
If they really wanted it, they can just start it, and Shrimp Gang, sitting on wards can just start it, and Shrimp Gang can't do really anything about it. They can watch it just dwindle down.
Yeah, they weren't sure there on the side of sitting on wards where actually Victor was. He had gone back to base, so they did have... Oh, that's a unleashed power over the wall. Almost one-shots Kodak. Daily really making his will felt on the map here on this Syndra. Tony trying to get into the pit to contest, and he steals the dragon.
Wow.
With the early smite, and Tony picks it up. And then the Sejuani Q over the wall, not quite able to find it. A beautiful scatter from Daily to peel for the rest of the team, but Javi just has no way out here. He is going to get cleaned up alongside the dragon, and a little bit of misexecution from the sitting on wards jungler cost the squad big time.
Wow, okay. And we see a Cloud Drake. We can never get a spicy Infernal Drake. I'm saying it right now. We'll never get Infernal Soul before the finals. Never.
Wow.
Never.
What a prediction.
Calling it now.
Stay tuned for that one, folks. Could be interesting.
I would like to be wrong, please. Please, Riot, prove me wrong.
Well, we'll be a Cloud Soul for this game. You know, it's not the most fun of souls. You know, would be potentially pretty strong on... oh, that's the Arcane Shift into the bush. Dang, Cheddar, never saw that one coming. They had a ward. The side of Shrimp Gang had a ward in that bush, and Dang Cheddar just walked right into their trap.
That is massive. Looks like Dang Cheddar did just finish building the Manamune. So power spike, not where it wants to be yet, but I've seen Zaya's nuke somebody, even sets, and it's not a nice thing. It's not nice.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be tough while she's in the death chamber. Gonna come back now, of course. Like you said, completed the Manamune there, but not able to get the transform just yet, so not really getting the full value out of that item. And did go down there. Wasn't able to get off much of a buy, I don't think, after that death. So definitely that one hurts. Just a few minutes ago here, Lupul, we were looking at a 5-2 game in favor of sitting on wards. They were up about 1.5k as Agassi maybe getting caught out. Flashed away from the Dark Binding, Tony. Beautiful mechanics there. The Morgana ultimate is going to do nothing as Kodak picks up his second. And that is the Shrimp Gang taking the lead.
And they're just inside Javi's jungle saying, "Hi, I'm having a great time in your jungle."
Yeah, when you're trading your support for oh yeah, absolutely. Great invade there, as well as the kill on bottom side. So yeah, Shrimp Gang across the map kind of winning out right now. As Javi does manage to smite away the crab. Scatter the weak for the peel once again.
Jeez. I feel like it right now it's not that big of a goal difference, but hey, things like this are gonna start happening. If things like this start happening, that goal difference is gonna start raising higher and higher.
Yeah.
We also got Victor does have his second. Tony does have his second upgrade. He's got his Q upgrade now. The power side.
Team fight breaking out here. Call the Forge God comes out. Harold's still at about 50%. Hottest Cashier goes for the Facebreaker in. Agassi gets destroyed at the beginning of this fight. Now Showstopper onto Javi Sejuani, but Sejuani still relatively healthy. Gonna flash away. Now Xin Zhao flash with the follow. Wind becomes lightning. Needs one more auto attack. It will be the red buff, I believe, actually secured that kill for the Xin Zhao. And he is able to fall back and claim that second Herald. That is a decisive team fight win and another objective for the Shrimp Gang.
Kodak and Dank Cheddar just having their own little fight down here in bot lane. 80 carry versus 80 carry. But, mind you, if you look at Dank Cheddar's items, the Mora Man is online. That is
indeed.
That is going to be dangerous as soon as Dank finishes that Mythic. Tony taking 2 unnecessary turret shots going on there.
That mid-tier 1 is getting really, really low. That's a flash finding from Agassi, looking for a little bit of revenge. Not able to get the Black Shield down in time, though. Does he go down to the Chaos Storm? Yes, he does. Tony does manage to get one back. 1 for 1 in the mid lane.
And first turret going up to top lane, Hottest Cashier. That's
yes.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for Hottest Cashier. What's he got? He's already got the Blade of the Ruined King. Looks like we're gonna see a brawler type of set going on here.
Ooh.
But
some
the
side lane set action.
Side lane set. Seems like we're gonna have a little split lane set.
Yeah, could definitely see that coming through. He's about 1,000 gold on the Orin right now, so definitely sitting in a pretty comfortable position for the time being. Although also Fridge about to hit that level 13, so he is going to be able to upgrade his own items and become extraordinarily tanky in just a short while here. We do have our 3rd dragon of the game spawning in just 20 seconds. Javi trying to move into the river to contest some of this vision. Figure out one of the pixel brush.
Magic's trying to just clear all that vision, that whatever Javi wants to put down. Hottest Cashier is down here. All 5 are down here.
Xayah separated from the team right now. Going to start moving up towards the mid lane now. We do have a Dark Binding connecting onto Hottest Cashier. Call of the Forge guy comes out very early. That does take a decent chunk of damage there, but he's healthy enough to stay around. And it looks like this dragon... oh, that's another missed smite, but this dragon is secured by the side of Shrimp Gang. We've got mid push coming through from sitting on wards. They want to try and make something happen here. It's running over the wall with the Glacial Prison. Here takes him right back out with the Showstopper. Zins out with the wind becomes lightning. Hottest Cashier flashes out. Keeps himself alive. No casualties in this fight just yet, but blinking health bars for Shrimp Gang. Fridge with the double knockup. Kodak flashing away now, trying to stay alive. It'll be Ornn that falls first. Shrimp Gang turning this one around. Knock still full HP on the Zins out. Looking for a little bit more. Dark Sphere comes down. Dank Cheddar with a little bit of hope. Dark Binding connects. That's going to be... Oh, actually, I think that was the scatter from Daily. They're able to pick up the Ezreal as well. Morgana does get traded back, but maybe a little bit over-aggressive there. Dank Cheddar, potentially going to get caught out. No peel left for the Xayah. Javi now. Going to get his face broken just a little bit. Knock has the W for the slow. And Hottest Cashier has the fist for the kill. It's a 3 for 2 Shrimp Gang.
And Dragon.
Oh, that was a flash.
Tony, are you trying to be a little aggressive there, but a little aggressive? I know you want the kill. I know you want the turret. I mean, hey, look at that. It's a 3K gold diff almost. I mean, yes. Like I said, those objectives, like getting the heralds, pushing those turrets, getting those first turrets rolling. That's all where the money starts going. And if they're all around for those kills, I mean, let it be said. The issue here that I'm worried about as well, level 14, who do you think Ornn's going to be upgrading first?
I mean, I have to imagine he looks for the Syndra, right? I mean, Daily's really been popping off in this game. You kind of mentioned it a little bit out of Champ Select that we should be keeping our eyes on this player, and I feel like the Syndra play has just been phenomenal so far. So many great scatters, and he's really just been pumping out the DPS as well. We even saw him like 5, 6, 7 minutes ago already, like starting to almost one-shot people. So with that Ornn upgrade, you have to believe that those almost one-shots are going to turn into definitely one-shots and probably some overkill. Well, that's a flash into the Crescent Guard. Xayah in a whole lot of trouble here. Going to go for the Feather Storm, but she just has no way out whatsoever. Tony takes the last hit there, and the W into the Q. It's Kodak finds another one for himself. 4-1 now on the Ezreal. Javi going to lock up Hottest Cashier with a Frostbite. You got to get out of there, Sejuani. Arctic Assault away. We'll keep him safe, but that's 2 more for the Shrimp Gang, and they're just picking this this blue team apart here.
Are they really just going to go for Baron? They're going to go for Baron right now.
Baron, 21 minutes. Shrimp Gang onto the big purple worm.
It's kind of like a 50-50 though. I mean, if
Javi is alive,
yeah,
but they have a 2-man advantage on the side of red team, so they could just look for the turn here. Call the Forge God comes out. Fridge looking to start off this fight. Going to stop this Baron from coming through. Tony getting pretty low. We have to charge in. Fridge gets a lot of damage up, but where's the follow-up? Decent scatter from Syndra, but she can't get any closer at risk of getting caught out. But importantly, critically, it was the side of sitting on wards pushing Shrimp Gang off of the Baron, and this gold lead will still hover around 3,000 for now.
Jeez. That was good play. That was a good play from Fridge. The initiate from Fridge, push them off of it. Then the Baron debuff, it's kind of massive. It's not even kind of, it's massive against magic damage. So Daily just going for that ultimate, almost knocking out Hottest Cashier. Hottest Cashier has a 300 gold bounty on his head. Actually, both Hottest Cashier, then we got Knock Knock Knock, then we also got a 150 on Tony and Kodak Mech. Anybody on that sitting on wards who gets those bounties, that's a big payout right there. And,
great call out. Oh, go ahead.
And also, not to mention, just I love how Shrimp Gang has been trying to maintain all the vision of this game. It's kind of hard to do that, but they're trying. They're trying their best on it, and that's all I have to add to that.
Sure. That's a great point on the bounties there. Really helps to illustrate, I think, how far ahead Shrimp Gang are at this point. Daily in some trouble. Another amazing scatter, but he will be forced to burn the flash as well to avoid that W from the Xin Zhao connecting. So Daily able to keep himself alive, but it does cost him that very important summoner spell. Able to clear out the wave as well.
Looks like they're looking to go for Daily right now, or they're either going for the turret.
Very, very smart. Syndra recognizes it, backs away. Not going to make herself a viable target for that potential tower dive. But unfortunately, oh, that's a very nice arcane shift. Kodak dodges away from both of those skill shots coming out from the Sejuani and the Morgana. One more auto attack would secure the Frostbite, but Javi can't chase much farther. The Ezreal's underneath his tier 2. And he's got his team in the area. Moving into the river now. This would be Cloud Soul Point for the Shrimp King if they're able to secure this objective. Dark Binding onto Tony's Victor. Encore comes out as well. That's a big cooldown used for the side of Shrimp Gang. Maybe
a little early on that too.
Can look for this fight now. Called the Forge God available. When does Fridge want to go for the initiation? Got a 5v5 stare down here in the bot side river. Tension is rising.
They have vision on hardest inside the pit, I think, with the Syndra.
Yeah, control wards in the pit for both sides. Everybody has full vision of what's happening right now. Dark Binding over the wall. That one goes wide. Both teams a little hesitant to make a move, just fishing with these skill shots. This kind of goes back to what we were talking about these compositions. Both comps a little bit light on the engage, especially Javi without that Glacial Prison. Really tough for the Sejuani to initiate this fight. Skill shots continue to come out. Kodak trying to get down a little bit of poke with these Mystic shots.
I think they're trying to wait for the Sejuani ultimate.
Spike.
I think they're waiting for the Sejuani ultimate.
Gonna have it off cooldown in about 10 seconds here. That is a nice scatter onto the Victor. Tony taking a little chunk of his HP there. Tony down to about 400 or 500. Magic Man has a little bit of heals there, a little bit of healing. Try and top off these members. Daily also down to about 50%. These Dark Bindings just barely going wide. Hottest Cashier, very cheeky position in the Dragon Pit. They still have a control ward set. They can see you. True Shot Barrage comes out.
The Dragon's starting to do a bit of a damage now. Dragon's just pretty much being on whoever side hits it.
These teams have just been sizing each other up for the last 90 seconds or so. That's Dark Binding. Is that going to be the go button? Knock, knock. Nerves of Steel holding on to the Crescent Guard, but this jungler is so low now for Shrimp Gang. It's going to be Hottest Cashier going in for an engage. He finds a face break on 3. Massive haymaker sets so much damage into the back line. Flash follow-up looking for it. Tony has the damage. Xayah goes down. 1 for 1 at the start of this fight now. Very low health bars for those who sit on wards. Javi with some poor pathing. Gonna get picked up for a double kill here for Tony. And this will be the Cloud Soul Point for Shrimp Gang.
Is it safe for them to go for Baron, though? That's the question here. I mean, Javi's down pretty much, but they're still low. So, reset, use all the gold that they got. It was nice. I did love Hottest Cashier's ultimate in that. That was massive. Massive ultimate.
It literally won them the fight, right? Like, Xin Zhao was critically low. Like, Tony was a little bit chunked out. But Set went in there by himself and just chunked the entire enemy team. And the follow-up was just so good from the rest of Shrimp Gang as well.
The patience on both teams, though, I have to admit, somebody had to pull the trigger, but it was an old Western standoff. Draw. Who's gonna draw first?
Yeah.
For real. You draw too early, you draw too late, it's kind of over on that. Oh my gosh. We're up to a almost 4 or 5K league.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely decisive for Shrimp Gang, able to extend that gold lead just a little bit. They're up a couple of turrets as well here. They were able to claim all 3 of Sitting on Ward's outer turrets. So a decent amount of control over the map here.
I would really try to push that Ornn to try to sit in the side lane, try to get those levels. But with as much team fights been going on, it's kind of necessary for the Ornn to be around. Ornn can't get those levels to upgrade their items. This is just basically going to be one of those things where, yeah, it stopped them from getting, what, 1,000 gold stats across to the, the carries of the team.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing that we haven't really discussed yet, Lupul. Dark Binding again connects. Nobody gonna go for it here. They don't have daily here for the side of Sitting on Wards right now, so can't go for any big plays, any big fights for the time being.
Magic is low.
Yeah, he is very low, but True Shot Barrage now over the top only connects onto the Sejuani. That's a nice scatter onto Tony. He's got the Mercury Treads, though, on the Victor, so very intelligent itemization, I think, there from Tony to ensure that he's not going to get caught out by those scatters, those Dark Bindings. They're not quite as deadly as they otherwise would be.
Looking at his items, it looks like he might be building a Banshee's Veil as well.
Knock pushing forward aggressively into the enemy jungle, going to be able to steal away the enemy blue buff here. And they do have mid push as well. It really seems like Shrimp Gang is just trying to press forward on all fronts.
It's still around 4 or 5K gold. Dragon's
2 minutes on Cloud Soul, yeah.
Baron's warded. They pretty much have the full vision control of the top river.
Some little bit classic NA-RAM action here. What are side lanes, right? We don't know what those are.
I mean, they're pushing for Shrimp Gang, so it's like, okay, we don't care. Okay, we're fine. We don't have to worry about anything. It's just Winyan's gonna push for win, yes?
This is a Baron start. They're on Baron right now for the side of Shrimp Gang. Javi trying to move over here. I think they have been spotted out. It's gone. It's just gone. They snuck the Baron away. Sejuani just throws out the Glacial Prison because, I mean, why not? At this point, fight's already over. It's just a free objective for Shrimp Gang.
Are they going to push for it, though, or are they going to reset? That's the question here.
Okay, Bridge finally takes over to 14. He gives the upgrade. Yes, I believe that was to Daily. Daily does have the upgrade to Ludens now. So
and I was right about the Victor. The Victor did get the Banshee's Veil, so that's going to help him quite a lot.
Yeah, 3-item spike now for Tony. They're going to be able to take down this tier 2. Still a minute on their Cloud Soul. I think maybe just go for a reset here. Yeah, looks like that will be the play. Maybe steal some enemy camps on the way out. Love it. Like it a lot. Like it a lot. Lupul, I'm gonna give you a tough job here. Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Yep. Let's go.
All right. So if you are on the side of Sitting on Wards,
oh no.
Yeah. How do you contest this Dragon Soul? Give me the steps.
You have to try to have. First of all, I think most importantly is try to have vision, set it up early, or try to have you need to have vision inside their jungle, the enemy's jungle. The support has to try to push as deeply and as safely as possible to get inside there. That's number 1. Number 2, you also have to make sure that the waves are not pushing to any side. So top lane is pushing, bot lane is pushing. It's already too late. Dragon's already
too late. They weren't able to complete the steps, Lupul. Dragon is alive. They don't have vision. They don't have waves. They don't have nothing. On the side of Sitting on Wards, Dark Binding not going to connect. Dragon started up. Burning down very, very quickly. Knock, gonna secure it. No enemy jungler in the pit. They just take it for free. And they walk out clean.
Where was Javi just didn't want a suicide for that, I think. Because if they suicide, then there's no chance of defending their base or anything like that. I mean, tier 2s are gone for their mid lane. They're probably just gonna ARAM. It's ARAM o'clock. It's ARAM o'clock.
Oh, we do see Victor and Zinzao moving up towards the top lane now. Actually, it's the whole team. It's top ramp.
Top ramp.
Interesting.
I'm sorry.
Little bit of flavor there from Shrimp Gang. I like it. be able to pick up this side lane turret here. Extend the gold lead a little bit further, up to just over 8K now, I believe.
Yes,
Keep pushing. They still have, I believe, 30 seconds to a minute left on their Baron buff.
Look here. Yep. Looks around that. They are trying to poke them out. They're trying their best. Issue here is that the set's got 2 items, almost third item. Knock, knock, knock's got those 2 items done. Tony's got that 3 item strike.
Yeah.
They also got Kodak with 2 items, almost. They got the Magic Man with 2 items there. Orange is trying his best to try to get the stats up.
They're gonna go for it. Oh, the Forge God comes out now, but Tony, he's got those Merc Treads. He just walks on out of there. Even gets hit by the second proc of the Orin ultimate there, but still, there's just no threat onto this Victor whatsoever.
Seraphine, Magic Man, not scared to throw out that ultimate. Wind Soul
Just in case.
Just in case. The Wind Soul helps a lot. Let's just say. Let's just put it that way.
3 Cloud Dragons, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of. They have the movement speed to be everywhere they want, you know, resistance. They also have a bit of tankiness from that one Mountain Drake, slight tankiness. But it's just all about, look at the gold. If we look at the gold difference, it's just slowly climbing. It's almost to that 9K. They're pushing the waves. I think they might just go mid here and they just might push for it.
Yeah, I mean, they've been winning out in these team fights so consistently, right? On the side of Shrimp Gang, it's Hottest Cashier and Tony doing the heavy lifting, but, you know, Kodak letting it fly with these Mystic shots. The True Shot Barrage accuracy this game has been pretty solid, I would say. And Magic Man with the Seraphine, of course, has all the heals in the world.
I have to admit, I was a bit apprehensive on the PTA Ezreal, though. Never have I seen a PTA Ezreal.
Here comes Fangchetta late on the Featherstorm. Wouldn't have killed him anyway, but Xayah ultimate down. Could be important here as the side of Shrimp Gang going to continue the push, looking for the last tier 2, the last turret outside of that sitting on Ward's base. They've got a 4-man push coming through down here in the bottom lane. Ezreal looking to join up.
Maybe do some poking on the side.
We've gone from...
Look at Daily. Look at Daily.
With the TP flank. Here comes Call of the Forge God onto 1. It's only Hottest Cashier who walks forward to the counter engage, and Daily's getting collapsed on. The team couldn't hard engage on the other side of the fight, and Syndra is just exposed herself to getting taken out here. Knock Knock picks up the kill, and Javi, he was too late to make a move. That's a beautiful encore off the 2. Double flash away for sitting on wards. They're running for the hills. They got very little left in the tank here, Lupul.
I think this is all she wrote. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, sure they keep Orange keeps trying to upgrade the items, but I think it's a little too late.
That was a decent attempt on the True Shot Barrage from Kodak. He was aiming for the fountain because he knew Xayah was low, so she was going back there, but didn't quite have the angle or the timing.
I have done that once. I have done that once. It was nasty. I'd never want to play Ezreal again because of that.
Well, Kodak, he's been having a great game on it, honestly. 4-1. Been able to keep himself safe very, very consistently.
Their team has consistently kept themselves safe. I mean, there goes the objective bounties, but 5 out of 6 of their turrets still stand for Shrimp Gang. Sitting on Ward's got the objective bounty, but they can't really do anything with it except try to make sure that
Baron is just getting melted. Sejuani's trying to make her way over here, but she's not going to be in time. Once again, Baron goes over to Shrimp Gang uncontested. Call of the Forge God comes out, but once again, it's just sitting on wards, going for the retreat. Scatter comes out, Dark Binding, not quite there. Level advantages, gold advantage, so decisive, and Hottest Cashier knows it. He's going in with a showstopper. That's the Hottest Cashier in any way.
Oh my gosh.
Just catches him out. It's going to be a double kill, triple kill for the victor. Daily goes for the unleashed power, but his power is just not enough. He doesn't have enough of it. Goes down to Ezreal, and now after that 4-for-0 team fight, that will be the Shrimp Gang, closing out game 1.
Insane. I mean, honestly, it was... I think it was right mid-diff. mid diff would is the thing that helped them so much. Tony's 8-4, 8-4-8. Then unfortunately, Daly's 2-4-5. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, ultimately, like I definitely hear you. I will say though, when you're playing Syndra and your team falls that far behind and you're against Victor, like Victor is one of the strongest scaling mid laners in the game. So you know, once you get to a certain point, it's just tough for the Syndra to compete. And ultimately, I feel like it was more of a team gap. Honestly, here, Lupul, I think the coordination for sitting on wards just wasn't really there this game. Javi looked a little bit out of sorts on the Sejuani, missed a couple of smites, you know, a little bit out of position a couple of times.
you're
But
right.
overall, I think just really well played from Shrimp Gang. They clearly had a game plan coming in tonight, and they drafted a solid composition and they executed well.
No, you're completely 100% right with that. And I'm very happy with the turnout. I mean, here I was thinking City on wards was gonna 3-0 them. Shrimp Gang proves me wrong. All right, caster curse. I'm sorry, City on wards. It's the caster curse happening again. Uh, but I
Mi-
think we are going to go on a small little break really quick while we get this next game set up for the draft. Uh,
That's right,
so
Lupul.
so if you hold on for just a moment, we'll be right back for game number 2.
Don't want to miss it. Welcome
Welcome
back,
back.
folks. Oh, Lupul,
Go ahead.
did you
No,
want
no,
to do
no.
the
It's
intro?
okay. I'll do it. Okay. Welcome back, guys. Well, to game number 2. We are just about to get into the bands.
And the picks
So
also.
and the picks, bands
Mhm,
picks.
mhm, mhm.
Shrimp Gang taking 1 over sitting on wards. Little
And what
thing we
was a
didn't.
pretty dominant game one, right, Lupul?
Yes, it
It
was. Here
was
we go
decisive.
again. Here we go again. Daily getting target ban. Um. Uh. Little thing that we didn't touch on during game number 1 is that during the regular season, Shrimp Gang was the only team to bring down Sitting on Wards. Sitting on Wards had an undefeated uh, s- season pretty much before the finals happened, before the quarterfinals, semifinals, undefeated. Shrimp Gang comes along, says, "We gotta smack you down. We gotta teach you a lesson really quick. How many times we gotta be teaching you this lesson, old man?"
Well, at least 2 more times if they want to advance to the final would be the
Yes.
required number there. So we'll see if they can do it. We are switching sides, I believe. No, actually, we're
No,
staying on the
same
same
sides.
sides.
Same sides.
Yes, sitting on wards, remaining on blue, Shrimp Gang remaining on red. Bands looking pretty similar this time around. Interestingly, the Seraphine banned by Shrimp Gang on red side. So thinking that maybe sitting on wards, we're going to first pick that away. Didn't want to see that fall into enemy hands.
They don't want to see that, and I think they got sick and tired. I think that they also didn't want to see Shrimp Gang pick Sejuani. So it's one of those things, like a little handshake thing. We respectfully don't want to see these champions on your guys' team.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. Going to be the early rotation on the junglers, it looks like here. Trundle, of course, is a little bit of a flex pick. Has been known to go into a few different roles on the Rift, but most likely going into the hands of Javi there in the jungle.
I
Looks
don't
like, and
know.
maybe the
Maybe
Xin
Fridge.
Zhao.
Maybe Fridge wants to go lethality Trundle in top lane. You know, because
Potential, excuse me, lethality Trundle. What?
I mean, I'm sorry. Not lethality. Lethal tempo.
Lethal temp. Yes, yes, it's
Lethal
certainly
tempo.
a viable option
Ooh,
there.
yes, Nami. I love Nami. Nami, my favorite.
Oh, we got a Nami stan in the chat. Okay, you talk to us about Nami a little bit.
Nami is she's very versatile. You can literally deal the damage that you if you want to dominate lane, and you can CC the enemy champions whenever you want to. If you have a Lucian, works even better because basically if you put her attack buff on her, basically auto bubble, here's a wave. If I go electrocute, here's so much damage that you don't even know what to deal with it, and if I have ignite, you're dead early. It's early kill. Level 3. There goes the Lucian. Never mind. Throw my idea right out the window.
Yeah,
Throw
I
it out the
mean,
window.
I think it's a good call out, though. I think it's probably sitting on words, wanting to deny that pick coming through from Shrimp Game because they know that's such a powerful duo lane, right? So it will be the Lucian locked in for sitting on wars, presumably going into the hands of Cheta down there in that bottom side. Now we'll have to see what AD Shrimp Gang want to pair up alongside their Nami.
I
They
have
must.
one other. I have one other one that could probably
Oh,
work. Probably Jin. Probably.
Jin, huh?
Probably Jin.
Okay, certainly would allow for more CC, more setup potential there, lots of range, but
Oh,
no,
there's a Syndra.
gonna be the
Syndra.
Syndra.
Syndra into a Nivea.
Interesting. So Tony able to defeat Syndra, of course, in our previous game, and now he locks it in, says, Daily, let me show you how it's done.
Let me show you how it's really done, Tony.
It's going to be into the Anivia. Anivia locked in for Daily, the Ice Bird. So looking
Morgana's a
at
good ban.
potentially, support and top lane bans for Shrimp Gang, and most likely going to see top lane as well as AD bans for sitting on wards. Potentially going to deny that Jin that you were just mentioning. We'll have to see. What else does Kodak
Let's
play
check.
down there? Let me see.
Kodak plays. I will see as well. Actually, I kind of want to see.
The Zeri has been popping up, as well as the Jinx. Is
Zeri
another
did get
fairly
a
common
little
pick for Kodak.
change. She did get a little change
She
in this
did.
most recent. In this most
Another
recent patch.
whack from the Nerf bat, fortunately.
I'm surprised nobody's been wanting to throw out the the gangplank out around. Swinging
True.
that, or even the Gwen. The Gwen even came back from the grave. So
Yeah.
but it doesn't look like any of them have played them in a while. Or at all.
Well, we are finished with that second phase of bans. It's going to be the Jinx and the Zaya banned away from Kodak down there in the bottom lane. So leaving the Zeri open. If you wanted to go towards that, Morgana and Malphite banned away from sitting on wards. So now we shall see. I assume that this will be the AD carry lock-in on 4 for Shrimp Gang. What will the pairing be?
Might. Looking at
The
another
Ezreal
Ezreal.
again. Why not? It looked great in game 1. I
Why?
don't mind seeing that again at all.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And it gives you a decent amount of poke as well. With the Syndra stun, the Scatter of the Weak there, Ezreal can follow that one up pretty easily with his range. So definitely a solid pick there, I think. And now sitting on wards, going to need to round out their composition. You were
Oh
saying?
no! I just remembered this is game one of their game on Monday. Sitting on wards did a Freljord mid jungle thing on their
Okay.
first game. Uh, it was basically Trundle and Nivea, and like just how we see here, Trundle and Nivea. Nivea tosses up the wall. Trundle tosses up the pillar. Where do they have to go?
A lot of
They have
terrain.
a lot of terrain. So
Syndra,
choke points are gonna be a no-no for Shrimp Gang. Hopefully they don't fight in those little choke points. Maokai though.
yeah, Syndra not very mobile, but Ezreal notably is. So Kodak may not be as susceptible to that Freljord terrain synergy. Whoa, the
Oh
Poppy!
my gosh, I
What a
know what
last
they're
lock in there.
doing. I
Fill
know what
us
they're
in.
doing.
Fill us
It's
in, Lupul.
basically you don't get to talk. You don't get to, oh no, not talk. Move. You don't get to move. You don't
They're
get to
gonna
move.
mute all of the enemy microphones.
Yes. No. You don't get to move. Basically the Trundle and Nivea combo. Maokai is just gonna W in on that and just probably CC somebody, and then Poppy's just gonna probably pin somebody to a wall,
Into the
and they won't be able
terrain.
to move. Volibear though, that's an
Wow.
interesting pick.
He is a very high priority jungler right now. So he is going to be able to contest the Trundle in the early game, one of the very few champions who can contest Trundle in the early game. So maybe that's the reasoning behind the pick here. But the Volibear is another one of those champions that doesn't have a lot of mobility. So it may be difficult for him to actually try and get around, the Anivia wall, the Maokai route, the Poppy, potential body slam. These are tools that are potentially going to make Trundle's life pretty difficult. But he is going to be able to provide some front line at least for his Syndra and his Ezreal. Maybe try to create some space for them to get off some long range DPS.
Yeah. Also a little factor I'd like to point out, they picked the Trundle. They only have one tank on their on Shrimp Gang. So not a lot of
That is
not
true.
a,
That is
I
true.
mean, I wouldn't have. I would have tried something else other than Volibear, but I can't really think off the top of my head anybody else. So basically, target number one for Trundle Ultimate's gonna be the Volibear, and that's just gonna burst him down. That's gonna make him a lot squishier. It's a Poppy top lane. I'm sorry. This is a
Yeah,
Poppy
yeah.
top lane. Oh my
Actually, I was a
gosh.
little bit baited there as well, Lupul. It's the Volibear
Oh
top
my.
also, because Zinzao is going into the jungle. So it's going to
Yes.
be Poppy versus Volibear in the top lane, which Volibear should win early on. As guys, I already mentioned, he is a very strong early duelist. But, the Trundle ganks could definitely spell disaster if Hottest Cashier is pushed up a little bit too far up there. Volibear does not fare as well in 1v2s as something like the set that we saw him on last game. So it's going to be interesting to see how that top lane does play out.
The
I'm
Poppy W also helps a lot factor because he won't be able to. I don't think he was able to use his Q out of the Poppy W, if I'm not correct.
sorry, who can't use their Q?
Volibear can't. You know.
He
No, they can
can
dash. He can
actually.
dash. He can
It's
dash
not a
out. Yeah,
dash. It's
it's not a
actually just a
dash.
move
It's not
speed
a dash.
steroid.
I'm just
Yeah.
an. Sorry, brain not working. Brain does not compute. Uh, the Poppy threw me for a loop.
Yeah,
404,
I
brain not
mean,
found.
the Poppy will definitely be good into the Ezreal potentially if Fridge can find his way on top of the Prodigal Explorer there. Also would deny the Audacious Charge from Zinzao. So there is
Hmm.
some value there in the Poppy W, but not a ton. It's not like an amazing Poppy game or anything.
I do
But
like the three front lines on sitting on Ward's side though.
yeah,
Like
I
basically it's peel for Nivea and Lucian. Both major damage dealers. Shrimp Gang's kind of got me concerned with how squishy they looking though.
I feel like we really are looking at a little bit of I'm feeling a little bit of deja vu right now, Lupo. I'm feeling these compositions. Some of the champions are different, but they kind of function very similarly, I think, to both of the compositions that we saw in game number one.
Yes.
Both comps lack engage, and both comps just have like an extremely ridiculous amount of peel and disengage. So, yeah, we could see some more pretty extended, drawn out fights here, and lots of frontline on both sides, as you already mentioned. So,
Yeah.
these frontliners positioning is going to be very important for the carries, of course. And we'll see if the terrain strategy from the side of sitting on wards. Oh, this is interesting. Actually, it's going to be Fridge on the Trundle top lane into the Volibear, and it's Poppy in the jungle for
Oh, they
Hobby.
switched last
They
second.
swapped it up on us. Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving
So
this. I'm loving it.
okay,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
Do we
so
do we
nice.
like Trundle into the Volibear? Like, yeah. What do we think?
I,
What do we think?
I
Give me your
I
thoughts.
like this. I like this. This is probably gonna Trundle might actually be doing the lethal tempo strat. It might be just basic
Probably
split push Trundle as well. Like basically,
expecting a
I'm gonna
hole
run you.
breaker.
I'm expecting a hole breaker, and I'm
Okay.
expecting a lot of damage on turrets. Basically, probably Fridge won't be around for a lot of the team fights, but when he wants to be, it's gonna be a major impact. Maybe. We'll see how well he plays it. We'll
Maybe.
see how long. We'll see how well he plays it because I don't know.
Sure. It always comes down to gameplay, right?
Yes, it does. All right, we're gonna go into a brief little break before we get into the game. You know, spectator delay and such. But stay right in your seats. We'll be right back. Game number 2. Excited.
Welcome back to the Rifts, folks. We are getting started now with game number 2. Of course, teams, as we already mentioned, are on the same
30
side that
seconds
we
until
saw
the
in
game
game 1.
spawn.
Sitting on Wards returning to blue side, and the Shrimp Gang returning to the red side. Once again, looks like we have a pretty defensive opening coming out from both sides. You can see just going to toss a little sapling into the tree. Going to get a Spell Thief's Edge proc. Very nice there. A bit of early gold advantage for the Maokai. Love to see it.
Ooh, some vision inside their jungle too from the blue side.
Good call
Ooh,
out there. Nice deep ward for sitting on Wards. Going to spot out the enemy blue buff.
Look, by the way, looking
Minions
at the
have spawned.
predictions, I did take a look at the predictions.
That's a flash at level 1. Magic Man threw out a bubble and got a flash for it. So that's a bit of a dub for a Shrimp Gang there.
Nice.
Pretty good about that one. You were saying?
63% are betting on sitting on Wards, 37% Shrimp Gang. I think everybody's gonna, I don't know, WG voting top on Shrimp Gang. Jeez, WG, come on.
Here's my theory, Lupul. I've got a theory. I think that the Shrimp Gang is the CLG of the PCL. The key is when nobody believes in them, that's when they win.
Ah, okay.
That's how it works.
All right. You know what? You know what? I'll go with it.
We'll see. I mean, they have the. You were just saying they did not win the fan prediction, right?
No,
So,
they did not.
Still considered to be the underdogs. Could look pretty good for them here in this one. But Lupul, we have some very interesting summoner. Oh, that Aqua Prison was very close. But we have some very interesting summoner spell and rune choices here. Really quickly, wanted to point out level 2 for both of the top laners. It is Ignite for Hottest Cashier on the Volibear, as well as Press the Attack. Very strong early game setup here with Cashier. We're going to pick up right where he left off in game 1. But also, interestingly, it's Tony with the Summon Airy on the Syndra, as opposed to the Electrocute that we saw from Daily last game. So in the process of showing Daily how it's done, it looks like starting with a different rune might be step 1 there. Anything else you wanted to point out here, Lupul?
I'm sad. I am sad. I have to say this. Hottest Cashier, you did not start Doran's Ring. We did not see a spicy level 2. We won't see a spicy level. Oh my gosh! Look at Tony. Look at Tony.
Tony is looking for it. He has the Ignite there in the mid lane as well. It's actually no teleports at all on the side of Shrimp Gang this time around.
They are playing aggressive.
Indeed. Yes, could come back to bite them later, potentially. But should allow them a lot of priority in these lanes early on. And as we can see, not going to take full advantage of that. Going to move into that top side river, right between his two pushing lanes, and secure a very comfortable first crab.
I mean, Javi's moving better. I honestly have to say, Javi's kind of moving better. He started top side moving, he's starting to go for the scuttle and bot side. I think he's trying to get that early positioning for Dragon again. Because that's just how Javi plays.
Absolutely. And he has his own pushing lane in the bottom side, right? In this Lucian Maokai setup against the Ezreal Nami. So very intelligent, I agree, from Javi there on the Poppy to actually move towards the other side of the map where he has priority, secure a crab of his own, looking for a play in mid lane now, but Zin is here for the counterattack. But again, Javi very intelligently recognizes the potential danger there and will back away.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was going to see a spicy top lane. I'm sorry.
Well, don't give up yet, Lupul.
Okay. All right.
You haven't seen the fireworks just yet, but it's not too late. They're still both just level 4.
Looks like Twitch chat is also against the Maokai support.
They don't like the Maokai support, huh?
They don't like the Maokai support. Should not exist. According to, I think that's WG. But
there
moving
are
on.
a lot of things in League of Legends that I think should not exist. Maokai support, not at the top of my list, but you know, we'll see how it does here this time around. If maybe it is a little bit oppressive, then I might be inclined to agree with Twitch chat. But he's moving forward now pretty aggressively. Javi here for the gank. That's going to be the flash off of Magic Man's Nami. Now Xin Zhao is here. Knock, knock.
Miss.
Not going to land the W. Aqua Prison also goes wide there. Means nothing doing down here in the bottom.
My heart is hurting for how many. I've seen how many bubbles Magic Man has missed with the bubbles, and my heart is hurting so much right now.
You just want to see Nami do well, right?
I want to see Nami do well. That's all I ask for.
You don't even care what team she's on. Just, okay,
Nope.
Knock is
There it
back.
is.
Poppy not in position. Counter in time. Going to force the flash off of the Lucian there. Very nice punish. Zin's out, spending a lot of time towards this bottom side. It does pay off there.
Yes, it will. I believe so. I do like Tony's first buy. It's great. He's being impressive. Why not move on with that league? Blasting
Wow.
one first. And I think this is going to do a lot. And do my eyes deceive me, or is that Shrimp
No.
Gang getting trying to go for that first dragon?
Now, let's see, they're trying to sneak it away here. It's down to about 1,400 Javi's here, though. He's going to look for it. Lots of terrain for the Poppy to use. Going to charge in here. Knock forced to early smite for HP. And it will be Javi secures the dragon as well as the kill on the enemy jungler. Now it's a 1-for-1, though. Maokai also got cleaned up there. So it will be a 1-for-1, but the objective goes over to sitting on wards.
Javi still gets the first dragon. Jeez.
It's the first dragon. His specialty, right?
I will not lose this first dragon. I will win this first dragon, no matter what the cost.
Now if he could just get the second dragon, it would be looking a lot better than game number 1. But we'll just have to wait and see.
I mean,
looks like it will be Hextech Dragon second.
Oh, come on, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
You already know.
Infernal.
You already know, Lupul. It's not Infernal Soul.
And then I also have to point something else out. Fridge, if we're looking at this little initiation fight, oh my gosh.
There's the Stormbringer. Fridge running out of HP, forced to flash away, dropping the subjugate as well, and with that little bit of healing, he will be able to stay alive. Hottest Cashier trading up in summoner spells here in the top lane.
Fridge still has teleport. Fridge took bone plating. Very bad to go against Volibear. Very, very bad to go against Volibear. Because Volibear will proc that sucker faster. And it's not really useful. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's something
to agree.
It's something that some people overlook. When I was a player, my top laner would always say, "Why am I losing to Volibear? Why am I losing to Volibear?" I ask him, "Did you look at your runes?" It's like, "Why? Are you taking bone plating?" Yes. Bad. Very bad
That's
choice. That's kind of the reason why. And also, you don't respect the champion. The champion doesn't look like it does a lot of damage, but as soon as you get those W's.
Check his inventory, Lupul. Hottest Cashier. What does he got?
Oh my gosh, it's
What does he got,
Wizard
Lupul?
Bear! It's Wizard Bear! It's Magey Bear! Yes!
Wish has been granted.
Oh.
Hottest Cashier going for the AP Bear. Only gonna get stunned up in mid lane here. Beautiful scatter. Is it enough though? Javi in with the heroic charge and Daily with the last hit. It's gonna be 2-1 now. Fridge, no flash.
Oh my gosh,
Okay
Mage
for
Bear
now.
is happening, ladies and gentlemen.
It's happening. He is up about 10 CS right now. Couple of waves in favor of the Mage Bear. But what do you think this means for the team compositions as a whole, and also for this top lane matchup in isolation? Oh, hang on just a second. Looks like we got a Rift Herald start up here. Hottest Cashier gonna go for the engage onto Fridge. Fridge just trying to cover for his jungler and support. Looks like they will be able to secure this one. Knock not going to be able to make it over to the river in time. That will be the Heralds coming through for Javi. 2 neutral objectives. Both of those early neutrals going over to sitting on wards this time around. But back to you, Lupul. Talk to us about Mage Bear.
Mage Bear, I think it's just... Honestly, you don't expect the damage. You don't really expect the damage. I did it once in a normal game. I did it once in a ranked game. I didn't expect it to do it so well. And again, with most things unclean, I do not plan to play it ever again. The damage from the E, it's a shield. You get the shield. You just get the shield. You get the damage. They don't expect the damage on it. I believe the W also goes off of AP damage.
No, it does not. W only scales off of attack damage and health. It's his ultimate, I believe, also scales off of... Oh,
and his passive. And
yeah, his ultimate does, and his passive. Yes, that's right.
Let me see. The AP scaling on Volibear also helps a lot. Let you know. Relentless Storm, Volibear gains 5% plus 4% per 100 AP. Bonus attack speed and up to 25%.
Just laying into the Troll King up here. Look at that. Trades continue to go his way.
The Q doesn't do anything. The E, though, is a 80% AP ratio.
Yeah, that's pretty significant for
And
sure.
125 AP ratio for AP for his ultimate. Wizard Bear gonna take turrets. Mage Bear gonna take turrets.
Yeah, he is pretty good at that.
Oh, what are we going?
Oh, aggressive. E in. Audacious charge. Crescent Guard comes out very early. Kodak Arcane Shift forward. He is here. Doesn't get the charge into the wall, though. Agassi into the middle of the entire squad. Gigantic Bramble Smash. Gets a knockback onto 3. Magic Man ignited. Now running out of HP. Last hit going over to Hobby on the Poppy. That will be the only kill for now. Just the Nami getting cleaned up down here towards the bottom side.
That was a bit aggressive from Shrimp Gang there.
It was, yeah. They just didn't know Poppy was there, I guess. But with Dragon spawning, you have to respect that possibility. They get punished a little bit, and this is going to be 3 for 3 neutrals, I presume. Knock Knock wants to have something to say about this, though. He's on a vision, and there's the twisted advance over the wall into another kill. 4 to 1 now, sitting on wards, opening up a little bit of an advantage.
Tony getting caught out too?
Tony flashing away, just barely able to crawl out of that glacial storm, and flash over the wall for Daily as well, but not able to find the last hit. A little bit of a wasted flash there for Nivea, but it ends up being a trade of summoner spells between the mid laners as the Dragon does go over to sitting on wards. They're sitting on about a 1k gold lead here early on. You can see.
Uh-oh.
Arrows in mid lane. Oh, that's a stun onto Tony. The flash into the heroic charge into the tower, but Javi, oh, the movement speed from the W there, able to get out of range of that last turret shot. Clean dive coming through from the sitting on wards jungler, and that is a 2,000 gold lead now after that herald charge.
Poppy W is broken. I'm letting everybody know this now. Anybody who says otherwise, you have words with me, and we will fight.
Meet me after class. Says
Meet me after class. We gonna talk. We gonna talk a lot. Sadly, Mage Bear Fridge is playing really carefully. He's playing really carefully. He's playing lethal tempo Trundle, and he has to play carefully into Mage Bear, and I'm very sad about this because I was hoping
I will say, Lupul, lethal tempo does scale extremely well. So it's not like Fridge is not going to get value out of the rune later on. It does scale exceptionally well. It's going to allow him to be definitely an absolute menace in that side lane. So Mage Bear, okay, Tony. Another amazing scatter to interrupt that glacial storm. Out is Cashier. Ooh, looking to interrupt the back, but he was just a little bit too late. It'll be Fridge going back to base.
Fridge has got teleport back up as well, so Fridge is timing those teleports really well. The sustain through Trundle passive is really helping him get through this lane a little more than if it was anybody else. He would be backing every single time he steps into the lane, into the middle of the lane.
Yeah.
Bot lane basically has, in my eyes, they have complete control. Cheetah's got Mythic already.
So does Mage Bear. Just finished Riftmaker.
I'm happy. Okay, I'm complete. The question is, what do you...
Ludens for Tony as well?
Ludens for Tony? I'm just kind of questioning what's he going to build next to deal with the Trundle. I mean...
Maybe a Hullbreaker of his own? I mean, that was kind of the meta when Hullbreaker was getting built every game. You kind of just have to go Hullbreaker to counter the Hullbreaker, right?
Yeah,
so
it is.
Potentially. Not a terrible item on Volibear, I think. Maybe not really what he's trying to do on Mage Bear necessarily. But...
I mean, if he builds enough health, he can just build Demonic Embrace and then just start doing stupid amounts of damage.
That would be pretty spicy. Oh, going for the underneath the tower. Stormbringer disables the turret. Fridge flashing away. Staying alive. Has a subjugate for a little bit of healing as well. Did get the teleport out of Dailies and Nivea. So another trade up there. The top lane flashed away over the Aqua Prison. Exhaust comes down. Kodak flashes away. Staying alive. True Shot Barrage dashed away from Ding Cheddar on this Lucian. Agassi flashes forward. Goes for the Twisted Advance, but he can't quite find it on the Ezreal. Both supports get traded. Now the Relentless Pursuit in the Kraken Slayer proc, and it's going to be
my gosh.
In bottom lane.
Living by 60 health. Triumph.
Oh, but look who's here. Tony looking to get that kill back. He sees Cheetah trying to do some alcove gaming. Dark Sphere into the pit. Oh, Fridge teleporting in, trying to save his AD carry. Will be able to do so. Tony has to get underneath his tower now. dropping the Ignite just to dissuade that all in. Gonna drop the Unleashed Power now, but Fridge with that Hole Breaker, those extra resistances, not allowing the Eternal to go down. Another Scatter connects, though. Need a couple of more Spheres, and Tony just doesn't quite have the damage through the Hole Breaker there. A lot burns down here in the bottom lane, but in the end, we will just stand with that 2-for-1 between
Javi getting another objective.
2v2.
Javi getting another objective.
Yeah,
This is looking like a flip-flop game right now. This is a flip-flop game. Like, I think Javi learned his lesson. Don't let Knock Knock get the you know, get the objectives. Sorry,
do not let Knock get the objectives. Yes, absolutely. And we'll see if they're able to keep that up. We have Dragon number 3 spawning in just 30 seconds. Knock Knock has control over the bot side river for now, but it looks like he's going for a reset. So he actually will not be back in time to contest for this one. A little bit of a head scratcher there on the reset for Xin Zhao. I guess he completed Eclipse, but his team is a little bit no man's land now. They can't really contest the objective without their jungler. They're going to be able to move in first now.
Ooh, it's a 4v5 though. Fridge does not have teleport. He used it bot
good
lane.
call out there. Okay, Dragon just now spawning. So actually, I'm looking a little bit silly.
Mage Bear
is back. Mage Bear going in with the Stormbringer. It has Anivia in egg form, and she's going to get cleaned up here. Javi going for the Poppy ultimate, but doesn't actually knocks the Mage Bear away. But that's all. Off the Poppy W now trying to escape, able to dodge out on that Aqua Prison and escape with the help of the Blast Cone. But finally, we will see a neutral objective go over to Shrimp Gang.
What? Unfortunately, Fridge is doing what Trundle does best. I'm sitting top lane. I'm sitting pretty. I'm sitting on my I'm sitting on my throne, ladies and gentlemen. Sitting on my throne.
Troll King! King! Yes.
And now going into Knock Knock's jungle.
Yeah, Volibear spent so much of that early laning phase pressuring Fridge, just pushing him back. But the second the bear leaves, Trundle says, "My tower, thanks very much." And yeah, that looked a little bit interesting. It was the Shrimp Gang sort of chasing the sitting on wards at bottom lane through mid, but not going to actually be able to find anything.
I'm really happy that
Oh,
no, that's
gets the hero charge into the wall. Tony flashing away off 2 HP, and Javi with a flash follow into the smite last hit. You'll love to see it. That always feels good as a jungler. Meanwhile, Herald is doing some work in mid lane. That's another beautiful frostbite there coming through from the Anivia. Able to get the flash out of the Xin Zhao, and they picked up 2 towers in mid out of nowhere. Massive lead opened up now for sitting on wards. They're going to get a charge into the tier 3 as well.
Shelly's still up.
Oh, that's a nice smite from Knock Knock, able to deny the damage onto the tier 3. So getting a little bit of chip damage down there. Mage Bear is able to take out that top lane tier 1, but certainly not worthwhile when you lose both turrets in the mid lane.
Kodak did take the bot lane turret as well. But looks like sitting on wards is living inside Shrimp Gang's bottom jungle now.
Yeah. Very nice. Able to pick up those enemy camps on your way out from that mid push. It's, good macro there. Able to deny some resources from the Xin Zhao.
I've seen too many teams just walk by like, oh yeah, we took everything. We're gonna walk through everything.
I mean, shout out to Javi there, 4-0 on the Poppy. He is kind of going off this game.
I mean, I'm glad. I mean, I think a lot of teams, I'm gonna say this right now, a lot of teams have a mental breakdown after the first game. It's bad. It really changes the mentality. But if you have a strong mental, you can always do something like this. Turn around game 2. Guess what? We can go to game 3. It's possible. I mean, this is a best of 5 game.
Yeah,
to let our
League of Legends to play.
To let our viewers know, by the way, tonight's only going to be unfortunately 3 games. We'll go in more into detail about that later, but it's only going to be 3 games out of the 5. Scheduling conflicts, but we'll go more into detail, like I said. What to do right now is for, I mean, they have to make a pick. They have to make a few picks, and then they can start pushing in more like.
Look for it now. You can see flashing away. Stormbringer disables the tower. Kodak finishes him off with the true shot barrage. Support down already. Dang Shadow running out of HP. Dodges away from the scatter. You can't dodge the outplay button from Syndra. Daily able to get one back onto the enemy marksman. Magic Man now trying to swim away. Gonna swim for the ocean. Swim, little fishy, swim. Gonna be able to get out of there. So it is a 2-for-1. That was the side of Shrimp Gang getting a little bit more with that play in mid lane.
Exactly what I was saying. Make a pick. You gotta make a pick. You gotta actually just be aggressive about it. You can't, like, Volibear's got ultimate. Let's make a dive. If we have everybody else there, initiate the dive. Follow the Volibear. You gotta at least trust your teammates when it comes down to it. If somebody says dive, nobody can be like, no, 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 don't dive. Somebody's got their eyes on something already. It's a dive. Go for it.
Especially when you're down, when you're losing in the game, right? You need to make some kind of big play to come back, and that's when trusting your teammates becomes really, really important. Because this is something that we hear a lot from just people in general in the league community. It's better to have everybody doing the wrong play than one person doing the right play and like everybody kind of doing their own thing. So you just have to go as a team, and that's your best chance to turn things around and make something happen.
No, you're completely correct. It's just a lot of people, honestly, I just wish some people were a bit more trusting, but hey, this is just the game that we play.
Yeah.
I'm right. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. But being part of a team does help a lot. It kind of... Are they going for the Baron play? Like,
they're going for Baron play.
I think they know. I think Shrimp Gang knows.
This is the play that Shrimp Gang were able to pull off, of course, previously. Now, it looks like it will be stymied for now. That's a lot of damage onto Agassi and Cheetah. And yes, sitting on wards will be pushed back. Dragon 4 is alive. So I think the side of sitting on wards were just predicting that it was going to be the full commitment to the Dragon from Shrimp Gang, and that they were just going to be able to sneak away that Baron. But I think just a little bit of vision in the area gave the heads up over to Shrimp Gang that they needed to go over there to contest. So the Baron will be thwarted. The Dragon will be secured. Now we're 2-2 in Dragons. Scatter the Weak not going to quite connect. The Unleashed Power. Agassi will fall. The last auto attack from Mage Bear will finish him off. Hottest Cashier picks up his first of the game. With that kill.
5 Magi stack, 5 Dark Steel stacks though.
Knock going in. Javi run down to about 50%. That's going to be the Zinzao locked up for Flash away now. And Trundle able to take a tier 2 in the top lane during the chaos.
Knew that. Fridges knows exactly what he wants. Oh, you guys are going to be going for this? Troll King got this. Go back up top lane. This is my throne now. I sit upon my throne. This whole top side is mine.
On the ruins of this turret, I build my kingdom. How does that go? Or is it temple? I don't remember.
I think it's temple.
Yeah, I build my temple.
Either way, I think this works either way.
You get the idea, Twitch.
I get the idea. As long as
you do. You got my back. We are seeing the. Oh, go ahead.
We're looking at like about a 2.5k gold difference. Honestly, I didn't expect this game. Like, I thought that they'd be. Oh my gosh!
Big Shatter Ignite comes down. Kodak gets the last auto, and yeah, it's Shrimp Gang continuing to claw back this gold advantage.
Like I said, picks 101. Do something. You're behind. Might as well do. Oh, Mage Bear.
For it. Yeah, still a hull breaker. It's still an item. Mage Bear not winning out in this 1v1. You don't win the 1v1 anymore, Mage Bear. Bridge now, gonna get caught up by the Zinzao. Getting the knock-up teleport coming down. Trundle is actually winning that 1v2, by the way, but the rest of the team not faring so well. And Nydia into the egg form. Kodak picks up number 4. Javi into the mid lane, but a little bit too late to save his mid laner. This tier 1 will fall. That's gonna be third turret for Shrimp Gang this game. Javi taking a lot of damage on the way out here. And the Volibear and the Zinzao were able to survive the wrath of the Troll King.
Here comes Hottest again, going over right after Fridge.
Cashier, you were out. You were out, Mr. Bear. Okay, Fridge didn't have vision there. He didn't know if Zinzao was still waiting in the wings and no longer had the subjugate. So he's just going to let the bear go. And we will return to a little bit of a more tranquil state. But we're down to less than a 1k gold lead left for sitting on wards here, Lupul.
There's that Nashor's Tooth. Yeah, that Nashor's Tooth
Yeah.
going on the hottest cashier. I think this is where this might be getting a bit spicy. Maybe. We'll see. Because we already see that Fridge does have the Frostfire Gauntlet and also the um, Hull Breaker. So I don't think Hottest is going to go for the Hull Breaker as well. I don't think he's going to match Hull Breaker for Hull Breaker, unfortunately. But I think he's going to go from complete Mage Bear 100%. No, none of the Hull Breaker stuff.
Okay.
Which I kind of disagree with. You are correct. Hull Breaker for Hull Breaker, that's the way that you match this. Because if you don't, I mean, there's Fridge. But if he does go Hull Breaker, Fridge steals it with the Subjugate. So it's like, do I do this? Do I don't? Do I
Yeah,
do this?
that's
Do I
true.
don't?
And it's also a question just right of you know what the Volibear actually wants to be doing in this game. Like if he doesn't want a side lane, if the Volibear's objective is to actually group up with the team and go for team fights, then you're not going to get the value out of that Hull Breaker. So I mean, yes, at some points you will have to match the Trundle to stop him from taking your Nexus towers, but like if the only value you're getting from Hull Breaker is when you're farming waves under tower and you're just trying not to get dove, that is not really worthwhile. I mean, that it feels bad to buy it just as a purely defensive option like that. So, you know, I respect the full commitment to the Mage Bear, but it means he will be extremely squishy, and he can't go for those 1v1s against the Trundle anymore. Like we saw earlier, Fridge was just absolutely melting him in that 1v1. So he's going to have to be smart with how he plays the rest of this game out here. Hottest cashier. He's got an interesting flank angle right now. Sitting on wards, pressing deep into enemy territory.
Ooh. I think he's waiting for the rest of the team.
Yeah, dragon spawning in 20 seconds would be
Here
Cloud
goes
Soul points.
the trigger.
Gathering Storm in, couple of flashes burned already. Hobby gonna get set up, but Mage Bear already chunked low. Daily, though, gets caught out, completely separated from the team, and the enemy mid laner gets taken out 5v4 now, but Hottest Cashier, the sapling, finishes him off from Agassi, and now it's a 4v4. Trundle grouped up with the team.
Got a flash.
Doesn't have the Hull Breaker passive right now, but the twisted advance from the Maokai, the grasping roots lock up the Syndra. She has nowhere to go, no escape. And it will be a 4v3 on the map now, sitting on wards, control over the river. Knock Knock still alive. He's down to about 20%. No easy way to contest this objective. Trundle moving forward, throws down the pillar. Knock Knock dives in with the audacious charge, but he is destined to fall. Fridge picks up another shutdown onto Kodak. Magic Man, the last fish standing, goes for Yako. Too little. It's too late. It's the ace coming through for those who sit on wards. They will secure the dragon and maintain their lead in this game.
I think they could have played that a bit better. They could have played that 100% better. Positioning of the wave is what the thing I would have is a major thing. The issue here is that they didn't have that much vision inside their jungle. They didn't know where they were inside that alcove where the wolves are, and that's mostly where they were moving back and forth for. That's the major issue that they had, I believe. They're going for the Baron play. I don't think they know.
They just can't get onto the map in time for the side of Shrimp Gang, and the Baron is just gone. Again, this is a little bit deja vu from game number 1, but the sides have been reversed, and now it's sitting on wards, able to secure the objective with no contest.
5k lead on sitting on wards. We've got a Essence Reaver, IE, Kraken Slayer, Lucian, and then we also got a Maokai. Maokai's got a Dark Seal also, by the way. A 5-stack Dark Seal. AP
he's got
tree.
The boundaries too. Oh my god, he's full AP Maokai. What is this game?
And then, oh no, Cashier went Bramble as well. So,
Thornmail.
Thornmail coming in. I mean, the Nami's vision is helpful. I understand that. Going for the watchful Wardstone early. Okay, I can respect it for the vision. The stats, I mean, if she went anything else, like, I'm sorry, the Staff of Flowing Water, that would have been such a helpful thing for the team, because that gives the ability haste, especially for an Ezreal. the Qs keep flying, even with everything going on.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hoping that that's what she goes with next. As Kodak has 3 items as
Oh,
well, but
going. Oh, Nami almost got one shot. She's burning down the Leandres. Barely able to survive, able to heal herself up there. This Baron push coming through from sitting on words is looking like it might do some damage to the enemy base. Maokai ultimate coming out once again, gonna force them away from this turret. It's running out of health there on the tier 3. Maybe a wall comes down. Fridge also off here in the side lane. Gonna be nigh impossible to deal with. Level 16 Trundle with Hullbreaker and Baron buff. Hottest Cashier is gonna do his best. He's got a decent amount of damage there, but Subjugate comes out. Poppy walks over to cover her top laner and dashes in. Finds the Q, but does trade himself back. The outplay button there for Tony. Able to find the return kill as well as one tower shot, I believe, helped him out there. Bridge, though, able to take down the tier 3 in the bottom lane while they take tier 3 in mid as well. Inhibitors now under fire. Agassi takes a decent chunk there from two-shot barrage. Kodak shifts away, able to hold on to the E there. Hottest Cashier still trying to defend this inhibitor. Neither top laner remains with their ultimate, but Trundle able to take a bite out of that one. Finishes off inhibitor in bottom lane. Walks over, takes down inhibitor in mid as well. 2 inhibitor game for sitting on wars. They've opened up an almost insurmountable advantage at this point.
I can see what the Jeez, the Trundle is being a huge issue here. That's issue number 1. The Trundle can 2v1 somebody. If they send 2 at him, they have to answer with the rest of the team just runs out the other 3. And what the fact is that with the Maokai ultimate doing that much damage, especially AP Maokai, AP support
Yeah.
Maokai, that's a lot of damage. And with seeing how squishy they have the Syndra, the Ezreal, and shoot, if they just keep the Jin Zhao there, that still denies everything.
Now, this is going to be very, very tricky. The Cloud Soul is going to spawn for sitting on wards in about 40 seconds. And with 2 inhibitors down, Shrimp Gang is going to be hard pressed to contest this objective. Already see blue team moving into the river, clearing out any enemy vision that Magic Man was able to get down here.
This is exactly what you want happening right now. You want to have all your lanes pushing. You got a Trundle that's in the top lane, has teleport, can basically answer if necessary, but if they
And
decide to win the fight, Trundle takes the base.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Trundle is just going to end the game if they don't go back and stop him right now. Nature's Grasp comes out from the Maokai tidal wave from Magic Man, but he's just caught out. He's charged into the wall. It's a flank from Knock Knock, though. Looking for the carries in the back line. Daily going golden. Hottest Cashier, Mage Bear, looking for the damage, but he can't find it. He just gets popped. But Nivea in egg form now. They're going to be able to get a kill onto the enemy mid laner. Trundle still taking the base. He's going to be able to make this 3 inhibitors for sitting on wars, and he's looking for the Nexus next. Ding, Jetta finds Cinder recalling in a bush, and she drops. It's a 3 men left for the Shrimp Gang. They get taken out. They get taken out, Lupul, and this is going to be game 2.
Oh my gosh.
Wars, we're tied up. We've got a series.
We've got a series. Okay, Caster Curse 101. Never assume something's gonna be 3-0. Expect the unexpected. I
Oh,
am.
man.
I'm happy Mage Bear was played. Sad Mage Bear lost.
Yeah, I don't know. I have less positive feelings about Mage Bear. I think it was a little bit troll personally. Don't really like it too much, but I respect the attempt. It was something out of the box. Maybe he felt like the matchup into Trundle was just not really a winning matchup, and he didn't want to contest for the side lane there. But I just feel like Mage Bear wasn't really able to get a lot done in the team fights either, and yeah, it just ended up being kind of a full court press for sitting on wards, just kind of like an absolute reversal from game number 1, where we saw a team diff for Shrimp Gang. Now it seemed like all across the map it was just sitting on wards, outplaying their opponents.
It, honestly, I wish that they answered the Trundle a bit sooner. It would have helped their team a bit better. Um, but Knock Knock was just trying to make sure that Tony got ahead because Tony was their big power player. Our even Mac was their big power player as well. It's just it's just a
Yeah.
lot of things that a lot of factors that you have to put into. What I'm hoping for is that Shrimp Gang's mental doesn't go south after this game. Like I said, the mental of the game is a humongous thing. Like if their mental just went south right after that, then it's game over. It's 2-1, and then um when they come back into their games after tomorrow, it's just not going to go well. I mean, sure, they have 2 days. They have one whole day to just relax, try to get their mental back, but it's going to be on their shoulder. It's going to be on their mind the whole time, even when they fall asleep, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to
Well,
see.
guys, yeah, we will be seeing very shortly. We do have, of course, one more scheduled game for you all tonight, so don't go anywhere just yet. We'll have some more of the Team Gap semifinal between Sitting on Wards and Shrimp Gang right after this short break. Welcome back, folks. Getting ready for Champion Select for our third and final game of the night. Of course, there will be more to play in this semifinal, but we are only going to be able to stream one more game. The teams uh, have just agreed to play only 3 games tonight, so we will be continuing the rest of the semifinal actually tomorrow evening. But for the time being, we still have one more game of League of Legends to enjoy, right, Lupul? What are you expecting in terms of adaptations for this champion select as we head into our 3rd game?
I think Shrimp Gang might first pick their jungler. The jungler's been target banned the whole time. It's unfortunate, but it happens. It has to happen. Strongest champion, like, has a semi-small champion pool, semi-large champion pool-ish. But they want him to go to a pick that he doesn't want to, honestly. He would like to do something else. So I think that Shrimp Gang might pick Knock Knock's jungle early. First pick it, most likely. That's what the kind of thing has been going for. If they do, okay, there we go. I don't think Syndra is the pick. I think that's the curse pick of the night.
You think Syndra's a bait?
I think Syndra's a bait. I honestly think
Okay.
Syndra's a bait.
Well,
And
the
here
target
comes
banning of Knock Knock will continue. They ban out his 3 most played once again here for the side of sitting on wards. But now, will we see the first pick come through?
There's
Yes,
the Trundle.
we will. The Trundle.
He gets the
Once
Trundle.
again, it is a flex pick, but yes, I think we are assuming that this is going to go into the hands of Knock Knock in the jungle.
Let's see what they do in response, because if they, I don't know, because the Lux, they hovering that Lux, that's a flex pick as well for
Yeah,
either Daily or Aegis.
absolutely.
Aggie, I'm sorry, I can't.
Agassi?
Agassi, thank you.
That's what I've been going with.
Aegis,
I think that
Aegis,
pronunciation
Aegis.
is right. Not 100% sure.
Excellent. I mean, if we look at Agassi's champion pool, does play Lux as well.
Yeah, it would pair excellently actually with the Ezreal as well if they wanted to deny that from Kodak. No way.
No, you're not hovering a Skarner, are you?
This is
bait.
I'm not gonna get. Oh my god, they locked in Skarner.
Oh my gosh!
Holy crap!
What?
Skarner in the team gap semifinal. Oh man. Okay, Javi. Let's see what the Scorpion can do. Do we have history on the Scorpion?
I am looking that up
we do.
right now.
We do have history on the Scorpion. Actually, 60% win rate across 10 games. Not bad.
That's not bad.
People.
Huh? We'll see.
Almost a 3.0 KDA.
I mean, if Knock Knock can time it right. Oh my gosh, the Fireman. The
Brand.
Fireman. Yes, everything burns. Everything burns.
Well, I mean, that's the opposite of Freljord synergy, though. So
that's fine.
Okay.
I'm happy with this.
They managed to find some Freljord synergy, and then they also have a Fiery Boy just kind of mixed in there. So could be interesting.
Is that Daily's Rise?
The Rise for Daily, of course. Quick, important to mention here on this patch that just came out last night. Rise did receive a couple of slight nerfs again here, but it was primarily just the tank build that was nerfed. It was his scaling with mana, I believe, was nerfed on the Q, and
AP got buffed. Yes,
right. Okay, so we'll have to see. I assume that Daily will be going for that AP build, assuming he read the patch notes. But it'll be interesting. He does have Lux already on his team, going to be providing a lot of that magic damage. So we could actually just be looking at a very magic damage heavy composition coming through here for sitting on wards.
That's true. That's true. What are those? They got rid of the Ezreal and sitting on ward side. Then we got Lucian, Shrimp Gang. I think we are looking at the 80 carry bans here. The round of the 80 carries getting banned. Oh, no. There goes the top lane ban from sitting on wards.
Yeah, we were focusing the 80 carries a little bit there, but now Mordekaiser are going to get banned away from hottest cashier. It looks like
Are they going to choose also another top laner? Or is Shrimp Gang going to?
Are we going to continue to focus 80 carries?
Mm.
That is the call. That is what is yet to be locked in for both sides. 80 carry and top laner.
I think sitting on wards got... Ooh.
Okay, yeah. Got to ban the Jinx away from Cheddar. That's one of his more commonly played ADs, I believe.
I believe that sitting on wards got sick and tired of Ezreal. I'm gonna be honest. The poke is poke is
Yeah, it was
annoying.
like, all right, Kodak, show us something else. The Rock. The Rock for Fridge. Okay, that's more magic damage. They're all magic damage right now.
Oh, hovering the
Draven?
Draven?
Into the Rock, though?
Not the Samira. Not the
I
Samira.
like
There
Zaya.
it is. I like
Zaya's the
Zaya.
pick. Zaya's for sure the pick. That's such a great pick.
Now,
Garner and Malphite.
now, what are you going to pick into Malphite? This is the question. What are you
Yeah.
gonna pick into Malphite? Because that's a
Probably
lot
just
of
another
tank.
tank, right?
Yes, that is a lot of tank though. But that's a lot of tank stats for hottest cashier right now. Or sorry, knock knock. Knock knock. That's a lot of tank stats. The set again.
The
We see the
set.
set. I'm
Okay,
kind of against
yeah.
this pick. I'm kind of against this pick.
You don't like it? Why not?
I don't like it. Malphite's Q is one of the worst things to get hit by when you want to play a kind of engaged champion. Reason being is because it steals your movement speed and he gets to zoom around you. He's able to run circles around you. Sure,
Okay, all right.
sure, that's kind of like it could happen. It could happen a lot, and I think if Hottest starts getting sick and tired of it, he might pull the trigger really early.
Okay, potentially some impatience.
Mm-hmm.
At the risk of impatience for Shrimp Gang. You know, if they don't play the fights at an appropriate pace, could come back to bite them certainly. But I'm gonna give you a counterpoint, Lupul.
Okay,
I'm
hit me
gonna
with it.
paint a picture for you here. Okay.
I'm closing my eyes right now. Paint me the picture.
All right. So we've got a 5v5 stare down at the dragon pit again, right?
Oh, mm-hmm.
And we got Malphite walking forward. He's gonna use his Q on Set, gonna steal his movement speed, right? Gonna try and deny the engage. We're gonna have Set just run forward. Some kind of CC comes down on Malphite, prevents him from immediately running away. Set gets him for the showstopper, dunks him into the entire team. Massive AoE. We've seen it from Hottest Cashier before. I think we could see it again.
Okay. I'm liking this picture. I'm
Yeah,
liking this
pretty
picture.
picture?
That's a
Thank you.
very pretty picture. I can see vivid colors and everything. Like
I
all
think
the
Hottest Cashier
particles.
would probably like it too.
I think he's
Potentially.
looking forward to. I think he's looking forward to it.
But interestingly, though, the Varus getting locked in last year for sitting on wards, not the most meta of AD carries. Although I think the pairing with Lux does make some sense, Lupul.
It does. It's the ability to poke. But the question is, are we gonna see an AD Varus? Are we gonna see an AP Varus? Sure, that's a lot of meta.
Varus. That would be a 5 med AP team if he goes AP.
That's
they would
the
have
thing.
no AD at all.
That's the thing. But are they willing to take that chance?
I don't think they should.
I don't think they should either.
I think
this
it
is
would
as
be
bad. This is as
chance.
bad as this is as bad as Mage Bear happening right now.
You're just always a fan of the AP builds, is that right?
I'm sorry. I'm a Malzahar Vigar lover. I miss the DFG. I miss everything. Please take me back to the old league.
Fair enough. Definitely not going to be any Deathfire Grass built on Varus this game, guys. I can promise you that. But, you know, the bot lane matchup will be pretty interesting, I think. Zaya Brand versus Varus Lux.
I'm loving this lane.
We have some very non-meta picks down here. I think it's going to be really spicy. How do you actually expect it to play out?
Unfortunately, I will have to say that Zaya is the Varus Lux is going to poke out the Zaya Brand. But if they overstep their boundaries, which some people do, they get overconfident. Unless they keep a strong mental of, yeah, we got to back up. We got to make sure we keep our spacing. If they don't, the brand will blow them up. The brand, they don't respect the brand sometimes. I sometimes play brand like I'm a tank still, and I walk up and I'm like, I'm gonna nuke somebody. I don't play like me, Magic Man. Please don't play like me. I would like to see you guys win. I do like. I'm looking at Twitch chat. I'm sorry.
Actually, I want to do a quick shout out. Go ahead.
Yeah,
finish
go ahead.
your thought, Lupul.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say Brand is actually third most played champ for Magic Man. So this is
No, it's
actually a
not.
comfort pick for him. Yes, it is.
Oh my
30 games,
gosh.
also a 60% win rate on the brand. So he is actually going to be extremely comfortable on this pick, and I expect him to play his ranges appropriately.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be fun to watch.
It's going to be
Uh,
interesting. It's going to be really fun. Yeah.
the Twitch chat is bringing up something as well. Um, Malphite into a Trundle. Not a great idea. Not a
Yeah.
great idea.
Mm, true.
And then
True.
just to let everybody
Also,
know, right now,
Skarner into Trundle. Also,
yes,
not great.
not a great idea. Not a great idea. We'll bring up the Twitch point betting going on in a minute.
The Gamba, yes.
Yes, the Gamba, the Gamba.
Mhm.
Uh,
Everybody, make your way to the casino. I want to get your quick thoughts here, Lupo. We're
yes.
about 2 minutes out on the spectator delay. Now that we see the compositions fully fleshed out, we've already discussed some interesting points for both sides. Do you feel like either one of these teams actually won the drafting phase for our third game?
I believe that Shrimp Gang won draft. I believe they
Okay.
100% won draft. The reason being is because they have the ability to team fight. Lissandra, we're not giving Tony enough view on this, but Lissandra, the ability to entomb somebody that they don't want being able to do that much damage. Sure, the Rise is probably going to be number one. So Daily, get ready. You about to get frozen forever. Um, and then Magic Man with the ultimate, the Zaya with the ability to disengage on a lot of the stuff that's going to be happening. And then the set being able to just body slam everything into, the Malphite or the Skarner into the whole team. Knock knock, doing what Trundle does best.
All right,
On the
folks. Well,
no, go ahead. I'm done.
okay. Well, folks, we're all tied up 1-1 here. Sitting on Wards did come out on top in game 2. They have the momentum, but now Shrimp Gang drafting Fire and Ice. Once again, an incredible team fighting composition. Sitting on Wards this time around, looking for a little bit more poke with the various looks, looking for a little bit of side lane with Bailey, looking for some picks with the Skarner. See if they can make that happen. We'll be getting into game 3 very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks. Our third and final game of the night. Shrimp Gang moving over to blue side for the first time this evening. They've got a little bit of spiciness prepared for us here, Lupul. Going for the 5-stack through the bottom side. Dang, Cheddar. He's trapped himself in the dragon pit. Light Binding comes out, doesn't connect. They don't know that Varus is there. Will they spot him out? There, they see him.
Flash.
Trouble, Cheddar. They still might be able to chase him down. Magic Man on the hunt. Shot his cashier, flashed in for the face breaker. Pillar of Flame comes out as well. Do they have enough damage, though? Heal for some movement speed. And Cheddar's out of there. Underneath the tier 1. Summoner spell advantage, still for Shrimp Gang. They get 2 for 1.
No ignite used at all. There was a flash only used by Hottest Cashier. Ooh, that's spicy.
A little bit of
that is spicy. Oh my gosh. Just to let everybody know, please make sure you put your bets in. Let's see. Right now we got 13.7 K from oh god, it's that guy again. For Shrimp Gang, and 5K from Soviet. It's a 59-41.
Ooh.
Favor of Shrimp Gang.
Octagon Bush.
Ooh,
and Magic Man. Ready to throw down. It's checks out with our theme of the casino, right?
Yep.
It's like in Vegas, we've got the casino in chat, and we've got the octagon here in bottom lane. Pillar of Flame comes out.
Oh my gosh!
Onto the brand. Decent damage onto Varus. Cheddar forced out here early on. Eats a lot of damage there. Brand does take some in return, but Magic Man be able to choke through those potions. Should be feeling all right.
Loving this right now. This is such a spicy early game for bot lane.
Add a little bit more spice for you, Lupul. Both junglers starting top side. They are pathing down towards this flashless Varus.
Oh, looks like they really want to kind of keep Cheddar alive.
Yeah, or at least Javi does. Knock Knock probably wants to make the opposite happen. But
yeah,
you know, we'll see who ends up coming out on top.
Because it looks like, again, Javi does pass up the Krugs yet again. Told you.
Yeah, interesting on Skarner. He definitely could have gone for them, potentially. But yeah, choosing not to. Once again here. Does seem to be a bit of a pattern.
The top lane is looking a lot better than I thought it would. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, Set pretty much wins every melee 1v1 for the first, like, 10 minutes or so.
Ooh, here comes Javi.
Making his way down here. Kodak forced to flash away from the binding. As they say for now, Ignite comes down. Fracture will connect, but we cannot get the stun. Ignite burnt there from Agassi, maybe a little bit preemptively. Now the pillar comes down. Javi maybe gonna get stunned up here, flashed away from the fireball from Magic Man. Would have spelled his demise. Both junglers making their way down here towards this bottom lane nice and early. Tony with a nice little roam going in, gonna find the root, and Javi gets taken out.
Yes!
Blood for the Shrimp Gang mid laner.
I love it when mid laners like are able to move around.
Me too.
It's so nice. Then the mid laners like
the glacial path.
Very true, very true. No, it's just then they get ahead and then they're able to move, you know, snowball other lanes. That's the best part of my mid lane.
Exactly right there, Lupul. And didn't even fall behind in CS, right? Still even in CS with Daily. Just a nice little roam there. Picks himself up 400 gold. Call it a day. Get the shove now in mid lane as well. Junglers still pretty even. Looks like both junglers able to get a crab here early on.
Also, what I really like is that I think Shrimp Gang learned their lesson not to go teleport. I mean, sure, teleports kind of got a big change this beginning of the season.
Oh, Tony with another roam towards the top side. This time Javi gets completely caught out. He's on the wrong side of the rift. He has a crab shrine for a little bit of move speed, but he's not going anywhere fast except the Death Chamber. 0-2 already on Javi's Skarner, and it's looking a little bit more like game 1 than game 2 here, Lupul.
Gray screen simulator, anybody? I think, wow, this is kind of insane. I'm loving the fact that they are utilizing their communication. Sometimes teams also still forget. You're in comms. Don't use pings. Use your voice, please.
You can use both.
You can use both, but using comms is kind of Like, I'm mean, sure pings are faster than comms, but also communicating is a major thing. Jesus,
Yeah.
Fridge. I thought we learned our lesson game 1.
Yeah, the Rock, he doesn't have any armor yet. So he's just going to take a little bit of a beating for the time being from the Set.
I'm
Let's have the
predicting a
teleport,
Warden
though.
mail. I'm predicting a Warden's mail.
The
Oh, no.
Bramble Vest. Interesting. Yeah. So, I mean, potentially he didn't have enough money for Warden's Mail. It is 200 gold more expensive. But yeah, the Warden's Mail would certainly be more efficient in terms of not dying. But we'll see. You know, potentially the Bramble Vest could work out for him. Set does have a fairly significant amount of healing in the kit, so certainly going to get some value there at least with Malphite.
Let's see what he goes back for.
The
More
Vamp
healing.
Scepter, actually, yeah.
He's
So,
gonna go for the Bork.
Bramble
blade of the-
Stonks Rising.
I can see in the Twitch chat, Raelion is
And the Trundle,
cheering
too.
shrimp gang, shrimp gang, shrimp.
Our much beloved exec Rylion, yes, appears to be a Shrimp Gang fan.
Yeah, I think he is.
Very nice, very nice.
I mean, I'm starting to become a shrimp gang fan here. Look at this. Like, this is
Hey,
amazing.
yeah, they're fun to watch. And Tony with a great start here in Game 3, already at 2-0, sitting on that lost chapter. Very, very nice. We got Dragon number 1 alive here. Nobody making a move towards it just yet. It looks like, finally, yeah, Javi, it's about time, right? Mr. First Dragon Specialist over here. Finally make his way into the river.
Knock knocks in topside, as per
Yeah.
usual.
Gonna
Oh,
find
no.
the enemy red in exchange.
No, they're not going for it. But Daly is doing a teleport back to the mid lane. Let's hope that Tony doesn't get caught out.
Glacial path forward, Tony. Looking for something here. Predator popped for Javi. He wants to find a pick.
Ooh, nice
Yeah,
job, Magic Man.
Shrimp Gang is grouped up here. Now Knock Knock is the one who gets the drop on Javi. Skarner chunked out pretty low. Scorpion forced away. Realm Warp will take him to safety, but that is a lot of tools used and a lot of HP lost for the side of sitting on wards. I have to imagine that this first dragon should go the way of Shrimp Gang, although Knock Knock did just burn his smite and he does not recharge. So
I think they were just kind of deterring them because they just saw Dankshetta drop a ward in that river, so they know they're there. Even though and the Skarner still hasn't backed yet, and he has smite.
Oh, Light Binding connects. Rand does survive. Use the heal there. Interestingly, one thing we hadn't pointed out yet, Kodak running the cleanse. Magic Man actually on the heal flash Brand, which I think is maybe slightly unusual. Heal more common on supports these days, but specifically on Brand, I'm a little bit surprised.
Yeah, normally you take Ignite on Brand and then AD carry still goes heal, but I think that they have a kind of mentality that they know who should be hitting the heal button, who shouldn't be.
Sure. I mean, Magic Man definitely needed it there, so certainly worked out for the time being. And we are seeing this poke lane, this Varus Lux, pretty consistently getting the push, I think.
That is very true. Javi finds out that Knock Knock took his ret.
Yes, he did just make it over there, and Set is actually on Herald right now by himself, and Javi is completely unaware, and he is just gonna back while the enemy top laner is taking an objective in his face.
Always drop a ward in the Baron pit. You don't see the top laner? Top laner hasn't been back for a while? Drop a ward, please.
Yeah. That's pretty good at it too. I mean, he's got the auto attack reset there. This is actually a little known fact. I wonder if maybe some people in Twitch chat actually don't know this, but the eyeball on the Rift Herald actually opens sooner with more auto attacks. So if you auto attack her more, then her weak spot will present itself more frequently. So
I think you just taught me something.
Yeah. It's a little known fact there, but most junglers I think are aware of that. But yeah, Set is actually very good at getting a lot of auto attacks down, and he's able to secure that objective and get a couple of plates for himself. Honest Cashier looking pretty good, but Javi level 6 looking for the play here. Has the ultimate, the Impale goes down, and there is just no outplay, no options available for Hottest Cashier. He will go down, and that is the first kill of the game for sitting on wards.
I honestly don't know how you have an outplay button for that. I mean, sure, they get the dragon for it,
I mean, it costs 1,300 gold. It's called Quicksilver Sash.
But is a set is Hottest Cashier really gonna do that?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably
No,
not.
no, yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I mean,
Corruption. Colonel gets locked up. Final spark over the top. Subjugate comes out for a little bit of healing, but he flashes too late. The last auto attack comes down, but now Cheddar in some trouble. Tony able to find the enemy marksman on the return, looking for that kill. Back, Magic Man flashing forward, finds the ultimate. Now Agassi misses the life. And the brand damage is too much. It's a double kill for the Shrimp Gang support. Now Daily trying to get out of there, does manage to escape with the Realm Warp. But that is going to be a 2-for-1 play for the Shrimp Gang in the enemy jungle.
Spicy, spicy. This is all for a Gromp, people. Come on, the frog isn't that important.
The great Gromp war of 11 minutes.
Oh my gosh. And looks like Javi is getting... Oh no.
Gromp of his own.
Knock Knock knows.
He's going to get trolled a little bit here, potentially. He does have a blast cone.
So
he's going to go over the wall, but there's also... Oh dear. Yeah, that's
that's I think Hottest Cashier is dead. Knock Knock, this is me. Let me ring you up really quick.
Yes, this is sitting on wards. Yes, we would like a Gromp. We know that that the enemy took our Gromp, so we're gonna get a Gromp. Oh, what's that? What's that? The enemy top laner is a Sket, and he's moving out of top lane. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Guess we'll just die.
I'd also like fries with that, please. My gosh, Daily's everywhere. I've seen Daily everywhere except his own mid lane. I'm sorry. I just realized this, but he's still ahead in CS, which is weird. It's Rise Gaming.
Yeah, Rise definitely doing a lot of roaming here, but also Tony doing quite a bit of roaming himself. Actually finds himself at the enemy red right now. Going to be able to secure that as the Scorpion is in bot lane. Looking for a little bit of a lane gank here, but he is sitting on a ward. True to his team's name, he is completely spotted out. And Xayah and Brand are not going to be in any danger whatsoever.
Unless they find out that unless he finds out that he is on a ward, then they're in danger maybe.
Well, I mean, they could just like bait it a little bit too aggressively potentially, but like Xayah has cleanse and ult available. Like this play, the odds of this working, I think, are...
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, it took a while, but Javi does eventually realize, wow, they haven't walked up to last hit a minion in like 45 seconds. There's probably a reason for that.
They should have, honestly, Dank Shadow should have tried to freeze the wave right there with that, if they really want to do that kind of play. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, they see Tony. I don't think they see Tony yet.
Oh, here he comes. Tony going in. Flash away for Agassi, able to keep himself safe now. Everfrost connects. Final spark. Decent damage. Tony extremely low here. Does manage to get down the glacial tomb, and that will be the kill onto the enemy marksman, but Kodak gets locked up. Cleanse actually, oh, that's the unstoppable force onto the enemy mid laner. Fridge teleports in, and the rock will find the hard place. Fridge picks up number 2, and Tony and Kodak both go down here in the bottom lane. It's a 2-for-1 for sitting on wards.
Honestly, I expected Mac to, cleanse that.
Well, you actually cannot cleanse Skarner Ultimate, interestingly. So
what?
You need to. It's a suppression. Yeah, you cannot cleanse Malzahar Ultimate either.
I know that one. I know that one.
Yeah, it's the same principle.
Good to know. Good to know. I think Mac will also be happy to know that.
Yeah, maybe he just learned it just now, potentially.
I think he was spamming it like, why is this not working? Please work. Smashing button.
Yeah, gotta spend the 1,300 gold. You gotta pay your taxes. Sorry, no way around it.
Especially with this team, you really want to be able to move around.
Yeah, we do have Dragon number 2 now, spawning in about 20 seconds. It will not be Cloud Soul this game. You'll be happy to know, Lupul.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely not Cloud Soul, yeah. That is a 3-man stack, and oh, that's Lissandra getting caught out, absolutely obliterated. Agassi picks up the last hit on Lux, and that is going to be a man advantage now. Kodak forces Force out the Feather Storm there as well. Realm Warp coming through. Daily flashing forward. Gets the Rune Prison. Cleanse flash away for Kodak.
Oh no, knock, you gotta get out.
No,
here comes the brand.
Numbers, brand damage is good. He's got a lot of damage across the entire team there. Is that enough to turn the fight? There's still a man down, but Tony does have the teleport. It is unleashed. He could make his way back in here. That's a flash into the showstopper, and it's going to be Hottest Cashier on the enemy mid laner. But Daily has his own flash, but the E from Brand finishes him off, and it's going to be the Shrimp Gang cleaning up the fight. It's a 2 kills going their way, and they're going to be able to pick up the second dragon on top.
Okay, come on. Infernal Soul, Infernal Soul, Infernal Soul.
Oh, that's Fridge with another unstoppable force, but a beautiful self-ult from Tony. Keeps himself alive. Dragon is claimed, and it looks like the fight will be disengaged. Brand walking forward, can't find it.
I'm happy about the fight. I'm happy Shrimp Gang got the fight. I looked down at Dragon. It's no Infernal Soul.
I mean, Oceans is okay, right?
I mean, as long as sitting on wards doesn't get Ocean Soul, I think that I think Shrimp Gang will be fine, to be honest. But if sitting on wards does get the Ocean Soul, I think that spells doom for Shrimp Gang there.
Yeah. Definitely. I think, to be fair, I think the top jungle of both teams would benefit a lot from the Ocean Soul. You know, Set and Trundle have a decent amount of self-healing in the kit, so Ocean Soul just going to amplify that and make them heal just a ridiculous amount, as that is a Facebreaker. Fridge, no ult or flash. You take a lot of damage there, but there's the Chain of Corruption in mid lane. Tony trying to find a pick back, and actually Brand is there, so it's okay. He's got plenty of damage. Kodak taking a lot here, trying to match the enemy mid down here in bottom lane. He's 2 levels down, though. Cannot defend the turret, and meanwhile on top side, a similar story. Fridge pushed back. That is going to be the first turret of the game, going the way of Hottest Cashier on the set. Once again, a monstrous performance on the boss, and once again he went Blade of the Ruined King first item.
I'm loving his set right now. I can't be mad about his set. His set feels,
It's looking good.
it feels great, you know.
Still waiting to see that that picture painted that I had in
I'm really
mind from
wanting that picture. If that picture's not painted by the end of the game, I'm coming after you. Okay.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Hottest
don't worry.
Cashier, you got me right. He's doing pretty good. He's got his first item completion. I think you know, he can start looking for that picture.
I think he's out after his Gore Drinker. He might be going Gore Drinker, maybe. I'm not sure.
I don't remember what he built in game 1.
I don't remember.
Do you remember?
Either. Does anybody in Twitch chat remember? Please let us know.
Or
Please
production if you got it. I don't know.
I don't know. We'll figure it out afterwards.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a gold lead, actually. It has been opened up by the side of Shrimp Gang here. They're about 3,000, as that is Fridge.
Oh, there's Fridge.
To unstoppable force away. Javi also here to cover for his top laner, popping the Predator there. So just to kind of dissuading the engage from coming through for Shrimp Gang. Oh, Agassi, what are you doing there, man? There's some terrain, and he's gonna go golden, but I don't. Oh, he's gonna flash away, and he's gonna stay alive, and it's gonna be the enemy mid laner who drops excellent baits from Agassi, and now Knock Knock will also fall. It's a double kill for Javi on the Scorpion. Just like that, it's the side of sitting on wards right back in it.
That was an interesting play. I didn't. He did. There was a lot more damage than honestly. What?
Yeah,
that was an interesting Brand ultimate, I have to say. That fight could have gone a lot better.
That's a root. Kodak. Oh, the Feather Storm is perfect from Kodak. One more auto. He gets the kill onto the enemy. Marksman Lux will fall as well. Javi just here on chickens, like, guys, what just happened? I'm gonna run away now. And 2 kills back the way of Shrimp Gang. This game is just back and forth and back and forth. Rise able to get a tier 1 in the bottom lane, and the gold is still so close. Only 2,000 separates the teams.
It's not that big of a gold difference either. Like we're 20 minutes into game. It's like, oh wait, now it's starting to the difference is starting to add up. It's like a 2K difference. It's not even that big of a difference yet. It could get bigger though.
The one thing that is significant here, Lupul, is the 2 dragons to none. We're gonna have potentially an Ocean Soul point for Shrimp Gang coming through here in less than a minute. So we need to see Sitting on Wards move into this bot side river to contest this neutral objective.
The good thing is that Shrimp Gang has already is that their top wave is already pushing. Hottest Cashier's got teleport. Also, Tony's got teleport. They're setting up, unfortunately, though, Sitting on Wards is setting up for those Margs. They're getting the wards down. But this is where they lose. They're losing all their vision.
Yeah, Shrimp Gang gonna have a hard time making their way into the river at this point. They are grouped up as 4. Hottest Cashier has the teleport. Oh, that's Fridge over the wall. Has the Unstoppable forced to get himself out. Hobby now gonna go for the Impale, but that's a flash away for Knock Knock, and now the Scorpion a little bit out of position. The Subjugate's gonna finish him off. It's a kill for Magic Man on the Brandon. No jungler for Sitting on Wards means this neutral is all but forfeit. They're still trying to hold their position in the line bush in the river. Oshkosh, you're going to throw out the Haymaker for the shield. Teleport comes down now from Tony. He went back to base to heal up. Teleport also in for Fridge into the mid lane. It's going to be Shrimp Gang moving in, trying to deny that push from coming through. They're wasting a lot of time here. The enemy jungler is going to respawn, and the side of Shrimp Gang have not been able to make their way towards the Dragon Pit. That's going to be Kodak forced to burn the Featherstorm here in the 5v4. Shrimp Gang just not able to press forward these zoning AoE abilities. That's a flash into the showstopper. Hottest Cashier looking for it. Decent damage onto Cheddar, but the final spark connects. He doesn't have the Haymaker. Set gets taken out in the back line. Bridge stays alive. Now Daily with the Rune Prison. Lots of damage onto the enemy. Mid now. Javi made his way back to the river, and Sitting on Wards have reclaimed control of the area. Kodak already burned the ultimate. Tony low HP. The carries are not going to be able to join this fight, and in the end, it looks like it will actually be Sitting on Wards who get the dragon.
I wouldn't think so. Maybe. Nope. Okay, never mind. I was hoping that, cheeky Magic Man, I don't blast cone over the wall, ultimate the whole team, have like a nice big...
No, he's got to preserve the KDA, man. He's 5-0 right now on the brand, okay?
You're right. You don't
want to give over that shutdown by blast coning into the Dragon Pit, into the whole enemy team.
Honestly, yeah. No, you're right. I mean, Trundle was there with him as with Magic Man as well, but you're right. Preserving the KDA. Got to keep the gold up. This is why I am a horrible support. Moving on.
Who's a good support, really? Okay, that's the Impale. On to Magic Man, and Magic Man's not good.
Speaking of giving over 500 full shutdown,
maybe he should have just gone for the Dragon Pit play after all. I guess you were right the whole time. Hottest Cashier, he's out of there. Javi is very, very speedy on the Scorpion.
Are they going to find anybody? Baron play?
Looks like they want to, but it's only the enemy support that you've taken out. They're just maintaining control of... Oh, that's a Light Binding connecting. Forces... Oh, that's the self-ult again for Tony. Gonna flash away. The Glacial Path also for the Disengage. Keeps himself alive. That was the Malphite ultimate burned there from Fridge. He's got to be pretty tilted at this point by this Lissandra. I have to imagine that's twice now that his ultimate has been denied by the Glacial Tomb.
That is pretty tilted.
That's kind of a tough Malphite game, honestly. There's Zaya as well, has her own self-heal. So it's a little bit difficult, actually, to find these rock ultimates.
I mean, I guess they would just have to try to bait out everything else first.
He's gonna get pulled back by the face breaker. He's very, very low. There comes the Brand ultimate, but it doesn't get even a single bounce. Malphite going to be able to walk away. There's a little bit of fruit in the river there as well. Able to heal up to about 50%.
This is where Shrimp Gang comes up and they start to take care of all that vision. They might just try to open up mid lane right here.
I mean, that tower is hanging on by a thread. Well, that's a flash in. Javi with the Featherstorm denies the Impale. Kodak keeps himself alive. The Zaya ultimate traded for the mid-tier 1 and the Skarner flash. Not bad. Tony, though, a little bit aggressively positioned. You're going to have to self-ult again, and he does not have the flash this time. He does have his Zonias, though. Going to buy a little bit more time. Hottest Cashier for the re-engage, but another amazing light binding from Aegis. He locks up the set before he can get anything done. He goes for the showstopper now. Needs one more auto. Does get the kill onto the Scorpion. the enemy top laner also going to get traded, and that's actually decent for the side of Shrimp Gang. They end up making it a 2-for-2 after what looked like a disastrous engage.
That was an interesting fight. I liked it. I liked it.
Like that fight?
I mean, I like the fight. I mean, the fact that
Why'd you like the fight?
Tony is kind of frustrating their entire team, that they have to use so much on Tony to see, to try to knock Tony out. But Tony's got Bean 2, the Azonias. I mean, also
he did buy a lot of time, that's for sure.
Bought a lot of time, was able to get rid of the Malphite. The Malphite went solo for the for Kodak. Kodak was able to wait for the rest of the team to join up with him. It's just they're wasting so much on Tony. I'm kind of hoping that they try to start figuring out, hey, this guy's kind of wasting our time. What do we do now? Maybe we start going for somebody else.
Brand. Over Brand.
That would be. I mean, do you got something in your throat? You need a lozenge? maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I just think potentially the Brand doesn't have any mobility or ultimates that can be cast on himself to buy extraordinary amounts of time. But what do I know? I'm just a lowly caster. This game, Lupul, is neck and neck. We are still just 2,000 gold. The gold difference has not moved for the last 10 minutes.
It's been a fight for the control of the Baron vision. It's been interesting, but Dragon is coming up soon, which is good news that we can get away from the top river, and now move to the bottom river.
Yeah, absolutely. Ocean Soul Point once again on the table for Shrimp Gang. Bridge trying to move in here. Pillar comes down to slow their advance. Blast going over for Hobby. Gonna look for a little bit of a flank angle here. Predator online, ready to go. Has the chem tank as well, but this Dragon is burning down. It's gone. Secured once again. It's sitting on wards, just too slow to move into contest, and they give over the objective for free.
Tony's positioning helped that a lot because, again, he's like, ooh, I'm here, pick me. They don't want to do it anymore. I think they've finally learned, yeah, this guy can actually hurt, and also he has the ability to, dodge everything we want to throw at him. No, we're done picking him. Like, we'll give it up. But they do have to contest the next one. If they don't, that's kind of bad news because there you go. There's the tanks on Shrimp Gang side.
If we see an Ocean Soul come through for Shrimp Gang, then suddenly the poke from this Varus, from this Lux, is going to be pretty insignificant. You can just heal it right back up. So we're going, it's time for the desperation plays. We're going for the Fnatic push in the top side. That's going to be the Glacial Tomb onto Daily, and he just has nowhere to go. Both of the soul laners dinging up on him. Knock though in some trouble, gonna flash away, and it's Skarner who gets taken out the lethality. Xayah just pumping out the DP. Yes, Bridge gonna find the enemy jungler though. But the subjugate comes down. Look at the healing for Trundle. He's gonna flip for so long, and Kodak is here for the last auto attack. Picks up another for himself. Light binding on to Tony, but it's Lux all on her own. She doesn't have any team left. And now numbers in the area. I'm honestly surprised that Shrimp Gang didn't start up the Baron there.
I think
they don't have their jungler, but they have a 4v2 on the map. And if Tony over the wall finds the W, the root on Pachetta, he doesn't have the damage though. He goes golden, and his team needs to get into the area to cover for him. He flashes away from the hail of arrows. Is able to stay alive, but uses everything there just to not die in the pick he was going for. Now Kodak, he doesn't have the Feather Storm, he doesn't have the, he does have the Flash actually. When does he use it? He doesn't use it. Kodak had the Flash, but he didn't use it. And now Hobby is gonna get show stopped into the wall, but he manages to survive, and now Hottest Cashier will use his Flash to get away for now. They will manage to survive, and now Magic Man's caught out in no man's land. This poor Brand. The Unstoppable Force is on cooldown, so Fridge cannot follow after that flash, but very nice from Daily. Flashes for the Rune Prison under the tower, and Hottest Cashier gets taken out. Now 5v3 on the map for sitting on wards, but Cheddar gets taken out. Now Fridge back in with the ensemble onslaught. Tony going into the ultimate once again. Knock Knock absolutely clobbering the Scorpion right now, and one more chomp will seal the deal. The Impale, not enough time for Javi to stay alive. Just didn't have enough damage to finish off the Trundle while he was CC'd. And now the tables have turned once again.
Jesus. These
These
fights.
back and forth. This is
Hey,
a crazy game.
Hey, guess what? Hey, I like to play ping pong too. Ready?
Took me a second. I'm with you. I'm with you.
No, you're with me. You're with me. Okay. No, I cannot believe that Daly did flash for the set. The set was gonna die right there. There was a turret still there where,
Was he?
Yeah, I think he was gonna die. He didn't
Maybe.
have.
You might be right.
Maybe. But also, let's put it this way: the fact that Knock Knock was able to live so long. I'm sorry. Have you looked at his items lately? He's got a Titanic Hydra with the Divine Sunder.
Bonk.
Right?
Bonk.
And then we have
so much.
Brand with a Leandri, the Anguish, and then a Demonic Embrace. Plus, he hasn't even upgraded his stopwatch yet. He's still waiting to use that before he upgrades it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I am.
This
Go
is
ahead.
insane. The fact that he's been hanging on to Magic Man's been hanging on to this for this long. 150
True.
gold shut down, still on him, and another 100.
Oh, Glacial Pass in. Gonna be Javi rooted up here. Also a pillar, going to slow him down just a bit. He's okay for now. Hottest Cashier in the top lane, no TP. So the Ocean Soul spawning in 30 seconds, and this is the luxury that you get by stacking those early dragons, right? Is you don't actually have to contest if you feel like you can get more somewhere else on the map. Hottest Cashier, looking for... Oh, actually, he's going to start moving down now. I don't know if he's actually going to make it to this bot side river in time for the objective. It's going to be close.
They don't see the hottest. They don't see Hottest Cashier right now. He's still
I'm
hidden.
not sure if he was spotted. It's
Now
Javi
he's spotted.
in the pit,
Now he's
clearing
spotted.
out the vision. Gonna take a little bit of poke damage from the Brand. Now we're looking at the 5v5. Once again here in the bot side river for the Ocean Soul. If Shrimp Gang can secure it, if the blue team can get it, they will maintain that extremely powerful buff for the rest of this game. Control over the pit currently held. Oh, actually a pink ward in that back brush for both sides. So vision in the pit for both sides. Nobody starting up the dragon just yet. Javi getting his Spire back. That's very, very important for Skarner. It basically triples his DPS when he's on the Spire. Nobody going for the engage just yet. Hottest Cashier wants to flank around. He wants to find an angle here. Once again, both teams lacking engage. Just nobody really knows what to do. They're just kind of looking at each other. Okay, it's going to be Tony going in, finds the Glacial Tomb, onto Daly's Rise, but the counter engage from Malphite. The Ensemble force onto 3, Final Spark over the top now. It's a trade of mid laners to start. Fridge running out of HP, gets bonked by Trundle. Then it's going to be Magic Man traded back. The Brand is down. That's the main carry for Shrimp Gang. But Javi walks into the bush. He walks straight into Hottest Cashier's waiting fist. And he will take the Scorpion out once again. It's going to be Ocean Soul with no smite. There's no way that sitting on wards can get the objective. Ocean Soul secured.
I was hoping that picture was about to happen. Crewman. I think I was hoping that picture was so close. It was so close. Your painted picture was close. I do love what happened.
How do you feel about a picture of Baron going over to Shrimp Gang?
I like this picture. I'm loving this picture right now as we watch this.
Yeah, this picture's not bad.
It's a nice picture. I mean, you know, it'd be funnier picture.
If Agassi steals it with Final Spark,
Yes.
that would be pretty amazing. Yeah, I'd like that one too. He doesn't have vision though. He's gonna go for it. Yeah, very, very nice from sitting on wards. Love that. Just waited out the Final Spark. Now Agassi is just going to give over his life. My life for Spark. Wait, what's the saying? I keep forgetting all my sayings tonight.
Sorry, what was that? It was my life for nothing. Fire? My life for fire? I don't know.
My life for Ire. Thank you, production.
Ire, thank you. Ire. But
yeah, it's gonna be sitting on Shrimp Gang saying thank you very much for that tier 2 tower in top lane. We're going to extend our gold lead a little bit more. They're up to, very quietly, they've extended this to, well, not that quietly, I guess. It's a 6,000 gold lead now for Shrimp Gang. And they have only one tier 2 remaining on the map to pick up. And I think this may be the side of sitting on wards on their last legs here in game 3.
Yeah, I mean, this stat, the goal difference. Objective bounties are up. That getting the dragon would have helped them so much because that's 600 gold right in their pockets, right? But
Oh, sorry, what?
that's 600 golds right in their pockets with the objective bounty. Like,
Oh, yes, yes.
and then not to mention
Potentially.
it, potentially. Now, if they also start getting turrets, that helps out even more. But Shrimp Gang's playing the smart. They're pushing out each lane. None of the lanes are going farther than what their buffs, the line of their buffs. So I've not seen any of their minions go past that. It's time to do a, if they can do it, a 4-1. Basically, Trundle, Zaya, Brand, and Lissandra just choose the lane. They start pushing it. Hottest Cashier just pushes bot lane.
Quick detour for blue buff, maybe.
Quick detour, or they might just all go bot. That's fine too. They
That is
have
what
the
we
way.
saw in game 1. They just kind of moved as 5 around the map, right? Just taking those outer turrets one by one. Interestingly, this time around, we're seeing Daily go for a little bit of a split push angle. He's in top lane right now, but you're not going to out-push Baron, Mr. Rise. And your tier 3 turrets are in danger of dropping here. Not able to take out that last tier 2. Push towards the tier 3 now.
They have to answer hottest cashier right now. If they don't, then basically everything is going. They did make some gold from the turrets. That's
Rise is still
486.
pushing. He's not backing. Daily is just looking for the tier 3, but he's going to lose 2 inhibitors for this. I have to imagine the Impale comes down onto Set. I don't think that's the target you want, Javi. And meanwhile, your 80 carry is just getting chomped. Knock Knock takes a bite out of him. Now this second inhibitor will be next to fall. The tier 3 in top lane did get taken out by the Rise, but what did it cost? What did it cost, Lupul?
Everything.
That's right.
Everything. I'm glad I caught on to that. Okay. All right. I'm a huge Marvel fanatic, so let's just put that there.
Team effort to get that saying out.
Team effort. Team effort. Yes. We're up to a 7K gold difference.
Yeah.
Almost
Right
8. Around there, 6K. Right? Yeah, 6K gold difference.
Math is hard.
Math is very difficult sometimes. We League of Legends players. We count basically only for buffs and objectives.
Yeah, that's about
Okay.
right. And, you know, that's even hard for us sometimes, if we're being honest. That too can be a little difficult.
But I don't know if they're waiting out for the next objective, because the next objective popping up is Elder. That's a minute and 30 away, about there. And unless they want to just keep playing hottest cashier as bait, they're gonna just push out top lane.
Yeah, I mean, once you have 2 inhibitors, right? Oh, Agassi. Oh, gonna flash away and not be dead just yet. But Javi, that's a lot of CC, Mr. Scorpion. Goodbye. Now 5v4 on the map. Daily gonna go for a Rune Prison onto the Trundle, but he's just so tanky. He's got the Spirit Visage. He can tank like 7 more of those Rune Prisons. Oh, but Lissandra maybe gonna get chunked a little bit more over the wall. Has the Ocean Soul, and he's gonna go golden immune the final spark. Daily's gonna get taken out. 5v3 on the map. Now Pillar of Flame comes down. There's the grand ultimate. It's gonna be Magic Man flashing in for the damage, and he's gonna find a couple of more. Cheddar, one more time's gonna finish him off. There it is. Knock Knock takes up that kill onto the marksman, and it's gonna be a Shrimp Gang going up 2-1 in this semifinal.
Wow. I'm sad that we're only getting 3 games of.
I know. I want to finish the series.
I want to finish the series. The series is hot, hot, hot. Unfortunately, tomorrow we won't be finishing this game. We will be finishing the other semifinal game, which is, I believe it's Relinquished Renegades versus Across the Map. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that they finish in time before before the RR versus ATM. If they do, we'll make sure we let you guys keep posted on that because this is such a hot series. Unfortunately, like it just sucks that we
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
finish it. It's great. It feels great.
Like we saw, like game one was all Shrimp Gang. Game two was sitting on wards, able to make that one pretty convincing. And then this third game was just so close back and forth for almost the entire thing. Yeah, it's really it's anybody's series at this point. I mean, Shrimp Gang, they have a little bit of momentum after this win. They only need one more, right, to lock it away. But like
Hmm.
that game was so close. Like we could easily see sitting on wards picking up the next two and actually be the ones to advance. So it's really really intense here, and we've seen some interesting priority on picks throughout the series already as well, right? Like the Trundle seems to be incredibly high priority for both of these squads. Also, the Zaya looked really good in this game. The
Hmm.
Lissandra, I would not be surprised to see that Lissandra make a reappearance. That was uh like Tony looked incredible on that. Um, but
Honestly,
yeah, really
I
entertaining.
wish that they like, as much as I don't like to see a Master G or a Nocturne in my games, target ban somebody else, maybe? Not really. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You give him the Nocturne, the game's over. The game's turned
Yeah, you
over.
can't do that. But maybe only ban the Nocturne. I don't
Only
know.
no,
It's
only
tough.
ban the
It's
Master
tough.
Yi. Only ban the Master Yi. Then we're fine.
Master Yi can be countered. His name is literally Knock Knock Lupul. His name is. How do you not ban Nocturne against?
I
You
don't know.
have to. You have to
I
ban Nocturne.
la 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 la. Just kidding.
Oh
But
man.
normally, if this was the end of the series, we normally bring somebody like VP. Unfortunately, we can't do that because we're not done with the series.
Yeah, yeah,
Ah.
yeah. And I guess the teams have to be concerned about bedtimes and things like that as well. We got some people that need their beauty sleep, so don't want to disturb them tonight. But hopefully, we can hear from the winning team at some point in the future when the series is, of course, decided. But yeah, I think we are about done for tonight. That is all that we have planned for this particular stream. Lupul, you got any last words for Twitch chat before we sign off?
Brush your teeth. Uh, Make sure that there's nothing under your bed, and make sure your feet are tucked under your blankets before you go to sleep,
Hmm.
so the monster doesn't
Hmm.
lick them.
Okay, keep those feet
Those are
safe,
those.
everybody.
Yes, yes, yes. Keep the feet safe.
Yeah.
We will the game tomorrow. Just to let you guys know. Game tomorrow will be happening at. Let me see. A second. Scheduling. Uh, 8 p.m. EST tomorrow.
Yep.
So 8 p.m. EST. That's a best of five. Relinquished Renegades versus across the map. I'm actually excited to see this. ATM is the only team from Division Two that made it out of there. It's the last standing Division Two team. So,
Uh, Looking to make that
ah,
underdog run.
yes, I'm hoping. I'm from Division Two, so I'm just hoping.
Cheering for Division Two. Love to see it. I mean,
Yes,
we all love an underdog story, right?
always,
Stay tuned
always.
for that one, guys. Yeah, across the map, looking to take down Relinquished Renegade. It's going to be an exciting one for sure. But that's going to do it for us tonight. So, on behalf of myself and Crewman from Lupul, from the entire Team Gap production team, thank you guys so very much for watching. And we'll see you back here tomorrow night for some more Team Gap playoff action. Take care.
Later.